Well, hello there, and welcome to another episode of the Dragon of Icespire Peak. Starring the Pumped Up Kids. Pay no attention to that acronym. It's not D&D relevant. It's fine. It's totally fine. Situation normal. How are you? Okay, so we last left off. The group was leaving Axholm with a paralyzed and poisoned Daisy on one of the horses, which was shared by either Marcus or Landor, as Josh did point out last week. Or was it last week? Not for us, maybe for you. Anyways, so yes, so you guys rode off into the sunset after fighting the spiders. You cleared out the dwarven fortress of Axholm to be able to create a safe space for the villagers of Phandalin to retreat to should the need arise. And it's about a 15-mile journey, so on horseback, I'm gonna say after like 3.5 hours, it's late, but you do arrive in Phandalin, and you are getting to town just as things are it's obviously like businesses are kind of closed right now, but it seems like maybe taverns are gonna start to shut down. And what do you guys want to do?
Can Daisy move yet?
Oh, yeah, yes, Daisy can move, yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Her mostly dead all day is done.
On the ride back, and once she was able to move, could she check out the items that were in the bag of holding that we acquired?
Yes, so you had the cloak, which is a cloak of protection.
Ooh.
You have the dread helm that makes your eyes glow red and menacing.
That's what it does, right?
That's it. Yep. It doesn't even give you a mechanic to that. It just says your eyes glow red and menacing. And then the wand is a wand of magic missiles.
Nice. Always hit.
Mm-hmm. Kind of a nice little signature item to have for a caster. So, what did you guys want to do now that you're back in the town of Phandalin?
First off, what does the cloak of protection actually do?
Okay, we
It's
can
a plus
take a
one
look at
to
that.
AC and saving throws.
I believe you are correct.
And it requires attunement.
We get a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws while you wear this cloak, and yes, it does require attunement.
Was the shield anything special, or is it just a nice looking shield?
It's a regular fine shield.
Okay. Well, should we perhaps get a table at the tavern and talk about what to do next? Do Stonehill Inn?
I'm hungry. It's amazing how much energy not moving really takes out of you.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, let's get some food then.
So you head on into the Stonehill Inn, and it looks like there's only a handful of people in there, one of which is, of course, the burly, blue-eyed, and dark-haired Falcon, who is just kind of just laughing like, ha ha ha, as he downs some ale. And he's chatting with, he's having some ale this time. He looks like he's had a couple already. He's sitting there talking to Toblin, and and as soon as he sees you, he's like, "Oh, there they are!" He's like, "Where have you been? How? I know where you were. You went to Axholm."
We did. It was intense. Man, let me tell you, Marcus is so talented. He's almost as talented as you.
Well, hey, He's half as talented as he should want to be, but twice as talented as the likes of me. And he starts like laughing. And he looks over at Toblin. He's like, I'll have another. And Toblin's like, yeah, sure. As he looks at you guys.
I'm gonna say everything. Falcon, what sort of wine are you drinking this evening?
I'm not having wine today. I mean, I already had a bottle before, but he goes, now I'm having some ale. It's pretty good. He lets out a burp. You see Toblin put a glass of water next to him. He's like, yes, can I get you anything? As he points to the three of you, or gestures to the three of you.
I'm just gonna say, yes, if you're still serving food, we would like to take some, and our friend Daisy here has had a very, very tiring day. Is almost paralyzing how long the day was.
Of course, I'll get something set for you. Don't worry. And he heads off to go into the kitchen. Daisy like, so how's Axholm?
Cleared out now.
That's good. You guys are the best. He just smiles.
Yes, Falcon, there were a lot of ghouls and banshees and spiders throughout.
Yeah.
You know the history of Stockholm.
Kind of scratches his head. Did you call it Stockholm?
I did.
Do you know anything about Sweden? And he just goes, actually, I do. Dwarves live there. But you knew that. He says, so I think they had this like adversarial relationship with some elves. And I don't know exactly what happened, but I think they got driven mad by something and left. Maybe with this banshee stuff, and there was like an elf woman that was like weird or something, and he lets out another kind of a burp, and at this one he kind of goes, kind of seems to kind of choke something back.
Alright.
He
I
goes,
thought we were gonna have to make some deck saves.
he's like, sometimes undead stuff gets murky.
Agreed.
That's the truth.
Excuse me. And he kind of just gets up and goes out the door. And he looks a little green. His color's not quite right.
I feel like he might not be used to that quite that much ale.
Daisy, do you need to go hold his hair back for him?
Ooh.
Yeah, I am actually. Can I go check on him and make sure that he's not choking on his own vomit while he lays in the middle of the street?
Sure. So you head on out there just in time to hear some retching. And you don't see him at first, and you kind of just like hear it coming from a certain direction, and he's just around the corner kind of by where one of the trough is for for water for the horses and stuff as they would be watered.
Oh, did he throw up into it?
It looks like there might be some splash damage, but most of it is outside of the trough.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like, kind of up, and just like spittle kind of coming down in his beard and stuff. Oh, I'm fine, Daisy. Don't you worry about me.
Are you sure? You looked a little unwell as you were leaving.
I've been better. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'll be okay.
Okay, I'm gonna pat his back. Or wait, is he like sitting down now or anything?
Yeah, I was gonna say, we'll say he was kind of like leaned over, like hands on the knees, kind of, and then as he says he's okay, he kind of just like squats down and sits up, leaning up against the inn.
All right, I'm gonna pat his head and give him 2 points of healing.
Okay. Nice. And he just goes, yeah, thank you. And he kind of just like, turns and looks, and you're standing straight up. And he kind of looks you right in the eye. He's sitting down. Like, he's a very tall man. He's just like, you're very nice.
Oh, sorry. Oh, idiot.
He's out.
All right, I'm gonna just boop him on the nose, and then go inside if I can find someone to. He's a big man, so we might need a couple of people to carry him inside. Marcus, Landor, Falcon may or may not have fallen asleep sitting on the ground outside, and I think it might be a good idea to get him up to his room. I don't know if we can find Toblin and ask him where.
Toblin just so happens to be coming out of the kitchen at this point, strangely enough.
Toblin, is there anyone who could help us get Falcon up to his room? He's resting outside.
Yes. Okay. He puts the stew down on the bar top, which looks familiar to Daisy. So he goes, yes, his room is upstairs. Yes.
I'll carry him. Just show me to his room, and I'll go and pick him up.
And he just says he's in room number 4. And
okay, yeah, I'll drop him off there.
Okay. Between Marcus and Daisy, I think you're able to get him up the stairs, and he's just like, he's kind of, he's just done.
Daisy's got his legs, and she's supporting him by his.
Yeah, Marcus is kind of getting him underneath the arms. Okay. I'm fine. So.
Whenever we get back to the table, or bar stool, wherever we're sitting, I just want to say, I'd like to buy a round for all of us. Daisy, what's your poison?
Whatever Falcon was not drinking.
Toblin just goes, I didn't realize he had that whole bottle before he started drinking beer. Yeah, he just says, I make whatever you like. You want some whiskey? You want
Sure.
ale?
Yeah, I'll have some whiskey too.
Okay. So he just puts out 3 like rocks glasses and just passes them out to you guys.
Marcus will just pick it up. Say, I've always been a person who only counted on myself, and Josh just spilled water.
Nice.
Never really counted on anyone. I was a squire from a young boy, and always trying to prove myself. But you guys have always had my back since we've been together. I think I have yours too. And well, what I'm meaning to say is, I love you both. You're like family to me. You're always welcome in the Winterburn holds. And let's go kill a dragon together.
Cheers.
Here, here.
At that point, Toblin he had moved off a little bit to give you guys your moment, but couldn't help but overhear. He looks over and wanders back towards you and says, "You're think you're going after this dragon, huh? You ready? You think you're ready?"
Well,
I'm not saying you shouldn't be. I'm just.
I think we are.
I mean, it's just exciting and nervous. I just really like you guys, and okay.
I'm just saying, if we can take out that terrifying shrieking banshee, we can handle a dragon.
Right. He just kind of like, yeah, that's the same.
That thing is scarier than 15 boars. Just saying. Dragon, nothing.
Roll a persuasion check. I know you suck at those.
27.
And he just says, yeah. He just looks at the three of you and he's like, I think you're gonna do alright. We all go with you. And he just says, the food's on the house. He's like, no arguing with it either.
Well, we appreciate that.
He just says, I won't have it.
Tablin, I agree with Landor. We've fought some strong things, whether we're ready or not. I think it's as the old Winterburns say, fire is the test of gold, and adversity is the test of strong men. So we must carry up.
And I may have finished my whiskey just a little too fast. I'm just like, ha! That's Marcus for you. Always being modest. We got this.
He just
Dragon's not
smiles.
going to be a problem.
He just smiles and he's like, well, you've certainly proven yourselves here. I mean, I know it's not been an easy time, but you've been very good to us here at Phandalin.
Well, we just want to ensure that everyone stays safe, and if the town wants to take shelter in Axholm, then it's been cleared out. I don't know if when we go to hunt it down, if it might try to counterattack. So we might want to speak with the mayor of the town and see what he thinks. But it is safe, and there's places to store weapons. I don't know if it's something that the town would be interested in, but at least you know that there's a place where you could take refuge, although it is quite a distance away.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, tell town master tomorrow, and whatever you do, I know you do well. If anybody here can do it, we know it's you.
Just don't Falcon drink anything, because
Yeah.
we're really not counting on Town Master to do anything. If harm's way comes here, Falcon will probably be good to help, though, as long as he is sober.
He just laughs. He goes, oh, there was one thing. There was a strange group of, I guess adventurers. You feel more like adventurers. They seem more like mercenaries, to me. But they also mentioned about trying to take this dragon out. I don't know. They didn't quite have the same attitude or presence about them as you did. If you do run into them, just keep an eye on them, if I were you.
Are you telling us to look out for them, or to be wary of them?
I think maybe both. I mean, they mentioned they were gonna hunt this dragon and take its treasure. If you team up with them, I don't know how that would work, but I wouldn't turn my back to them if I were you. Just a gut feeling you get sometimes when you meet someone.
I appreciate that. I mean, especially when you're kind of in our industry and you see as many people and talk to as many people as you do, you kind of get that feeling when you meet in groups and whatnot.
Yes.
Did they say when they were going to leave?
They left this morning.
Do you guys think the town master is awake now?
Tablet
No.
just smiles.
Now, I mean, he might not be awake, but we can wake him up.
You didn't hear it from me as he goes down the bar and starts like wiping it down.
I just worry Since...
Where's our staff of bird calls?
Yeah.
We can get lots of roosters right outside his door.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just worried that if somehow the dragon knows that the adventurers who left this morning were from here, they might provoke an attack on the town.
Sure. We're also not certain if they know where it is, or how long it will take them to get to where it is, or which path they took. I don't think we should let this affect our decision to...
Yeah, and I feel like the town's already kind of keeping an eye out for the dragon, so I mean, I feel like if they see it, I mean, like I said, when we leave, if they want to go to X home, that's up to them if they just deem fit, but I feel like tonight there's not much we can do.
I agree, but I would like to suggest it to the town master tomorrow to move everyone out, at least until the dragon's been slayed or whatever else might happen.
Well... Yes, we'll see.
Okay. So are you then, correct me if I'm wrong, are you turning in for the night?
Yes. Or at least I am.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, yeah. So you awaken the next morning to a nice... Birds are chirping. No staff of bird calls needed. Daisy, you don't have a dream like you have in the past, but a canary does land on your windowsill and just kind of looks at you, and you could swear the thing winked at you at some point. You really are just like, you're not sure, you kind of like rub your eyes and you look at it and it just kind of and then just flies off. But there's just like a little bit of a so that happened, kind of a kind of a thing.
Okay. Well, before Daisy goes downstairs, she'll spend a little bit of time, meditating and hoping that she can be a little bit wiser.
Sure. Do you have you chosen your spells to prepare for the day? Now that you have spells you can cast. If you haven't, that's fine, but just saying.
Sure, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare those.
Okay.
Who took the Cloak of Protection? Because that has to be attuned.
Oh, that should be something we discussed last night.
Yeah.
That's fine, you can...
Rewind.
Let's see that instant replay.
Yeah. Let's see that. All right, sorry.
I was there.
Well, I guess let's table talk this, because
It's fine.
this is
Yeah.
going to be way too meta anyway. Who wants it? Obviously, I would like it too, because 19 AC, that's going to be sick. It just makes me more of a tank, but it can be helpful for Daisy too. It'd be helpful for all of us, and all of us can attune to it. So, who wants it?
Saving throws as well in there.
Yeah, that's...
I kind of want to say that you should have it, but
I mean, hey, I'm not going to complain about that. I think the biggest thing I'm worried about for this fight is the breath weapon, and I don't know if that's like a dex save or a con save. If it's a con save, then I'm not too worried. If it's a dex save, then I have a +1, and that is not going to be good. So yeah, I mean, if we're okay with that, then I'll take it. But
I'm good with that.
High AC too, though.
Then it makes me even feel more comfortable with hasting Daisy, because I was considering. I mean, granted, who knows what spells I'll end up using, but
yeah, that's true. What's the haste give +2?
yeah, so then she would be at 18.
Daisy also has haste
Huh. Can you haste yourself?
Wait,
as a spell.
no,
no, not
she
haste.
doesn't. I was like, whoa.
Heroism.
Yes.
Heroism.
I was like, not
There
till
we
you're like
go.
level 9 paladin.
Sorry. Wrong one. So she
Like
has
D&D
heroism.
Beyond really needs to get their stuff together. If that's what you think.
Level 1, maybe hot sauce.
Oh my gosh.
And then also I could do bless.
We are all haste.
Just as a reminder, if you plan on raging, you cannot cast or concentrate on spells. So
Yeah. Oh, so then if I did bless, then they would lose it because I would have to concentrate.
right. So it's kind of like you either rage or you're concentrating and casting magic, but you can still use your spell slots to smite in your rage. So there's that.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty. Sorry,
yeah, it's not casting a spell. It's just like an instinctual, like, I smite you.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All of these are concentration spells. That's annoying.
Not
That's-
all of them.
Well, the
and
three
you're-
that I was looking at, I was
well,
like,
there's that. Then.
these would be the most useful. At least I thought.
And
Haste is
obviously,
easy.
the only person that can use the wand is Landor. so that's definitely a thing.
Yeah. I feel like it'll.
Now,
And the-
so
Daisy will look scary with the helmet. And
so I have a question about this.
Okay.
The wand with the dice that it shows of magic missiles, of the dice rolls that it shows in the
Fight-
app Fight Club, don't match up with the actual spell of magic missiles. And so
if you cast a magic missile spell, you get 3 darts. Each is 1d4 plus 1. I think if you start to I don't know that it charges exactly, but anytime you use a spell slot higher than 1, you add an extra
you
dart.
get one more.
So every dart, no matter what, is the pyramid plus 1.
Okay.
So whatever the dice mechanic or thing in there, I mean, it's a custom added thing, so they could have just made a mistake when they added that to the compendium.
Okay.
You get 7 charges with your wand.
all right, so I'm gonna put the cloak in my items then, unless you want to change that. But...
That means that billowing cloak is up for grabs if anyone wants
Oh
it.
yeah.
Just saying.
What's that?
Who wants to look more heroic? Well, actually, you have the cloak of many fashions, so Daisy.
Daisy's taking that cloak and she's taking the helm.
There it is. So, I just saw Moana with the coconuts, like the menacing looking coconuts. I just feel like that's Daisy now. Okay, so did you want to do any other housekeeping stuff, or do you want to get back into
Do we
roleplay?
want to?
It's up to you.
Do we want to talk about boom now and strategies before the fight, or do we want to get back into things like potions and whatnot? Should we talk to Adabra first?
Let's talk to Adabra.
Talk to Adabra.
So you guys all head over to Adabra's shop?
Yep.
Okay. You open the door, little ding-a-ding, as the door hits the bell. And Adabra comes out from the back room, and she looks and she goes, "Oh, my friends, it's nice to see you." And she just kind
Good to
of,
see you too.
her eyes just kind of, end on Landor.
We were about to head out in search of the dragon, and we were curious if you happened to have finished any other cold resistance or any other potions.
Right. I was unable
I know it
to
hasn't
make...
been that long, but...
Right. I was unable to make a cold resistance potion, unfortunately, but I have something I think might help still. And she reaches down and she said, I was able to find a rock feather, which, if you're not sure what that is, a rock is a giant bird. And I was able to grind it up and use it to make a potion of flying that I want to give to you. Dragons fly. I just figured that might help.
Wow.
I wish I could give you the protection against the cold, but I know you have one of those, at least. That should help somebody. I mean, I also have a potion of underwater breathing, potion of poison resistance, and a filter of love, but I'm not sure that would be as directly helpful.
Wait. The filter of love, you say?
I do.
Do you know?
And you look at it, and it, inside, instead of like bubbles, the bubbles are like shaped like hearts, as they kind of little effervescence, but they're heart shaped.
Do you know if that would work on a dragon?
Oh, she kind of just. Oh. Who do you want to be the object of its affection? She just says.
I haven't thought that far ahead.
I've
That's
never
a no.
tested something on a dragon before. Do you want it? She kind of just says.
How much is it?
I would be almost would need to know exactly how it worked.
Sure, I'll let you know how it works if we use it.
I mean, I guess unless it's... I say this, if you can use it on him, no charge. If not, maybe just bring it back. She says.
Sure. I'll
You
take
got
it.
a potion of flying and a filter of love. This may end up being the most creative use, the creative way to take out Cryovane in all of the episodes of things out there.
Oh my gosh. Alright. I'm sorry.
It just seemed like that would be a funny thing for me to put in there, but I never thought you'd ask that question. Alright, so was there anything else you wanted to do here with Adabra?
No, I think we probably need to stop by the town masters and just kind of give him an update before we head out.
Okay. And I guess as you're leaving the shop, Adabra just pulls Landor aside and just says, good luck, and then she gives him a kiss on the cheek.
Thank you.
Alright, so just go. And she kind of just like, kind of gets all uncomfortable and heads back behind the desk.
And kind of like a little red-faced as I'm walking out.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
I'll just look at Landor
It gives the old wink.
and wink.
The winter burn wink. Oh, that needs to be a thing now.
And I just walk a little bit faster towards the town master's house.
Sure. All right, so you get to the town master, and he actually looks like he's emerging from his house. It's weird. You don't expect this, and it's almost a little off-putting. He looks like he's beelining it to the town master's hall, which is like a block away. So,
I want to chase him down and stop him so that he has to stay out in the open.
Sure. So easy enough to do, and he kind of hears the little ching 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 of your plate armor coming, so he just kind of turns and he's like, "Oh, huh." And he's even shorter than you thought he would be. Like, I know you've never actually seen other than like eyes, and he always has like his nose kind of protrudes out a little more than most, and he says, I'm capable sort. What did you finish the Axholm quest? Is it safe?
Yes, Axel
Ah.
is now saying we've come to collect the reward. I don't remember
Yes.
if there was a reward or not.
There was 250.
Mm-hmm.
250 gold? Okay.
Yeah. And he just goes, okay. And he like starts going back to his house. And then he gets up there. And he goes up and he knocks on his own door, like dunk 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 dunk. And then you hear a very familiar voice on the other side go, "Who is it?" He goes, "It's me, you idiot." And he's just like, "Oh, hold on a second." And he just doing all the locks and stuff. And he's like, "Thought you just left." And he goes, "Yeah, hold on. Those friends of yours did that quest." And he kind of takes a moment and comes out with a bag of gold. Just kind of like tosses it to you.
Do you guys think they're twins?
We're only half brothers, and you look at them, and they're like, they really do look a lot alike. Like, it's creepy. And they both look at you like you're even crazy for asking that. Like,
I'm gonna look at Tybor and say, yes, our mistake, Town Master. We came here to speak with you about Axam and the people.
And Tybor looks at Harbin and is just smiling ear to ear. He's just like, he thinks I'm the town master. And Harbin just gives him a big elbow. It's like, what do you need?
Well, we
steps in front.
We kind of wanted to let you know that we obviously, we collected the reward for clearing out Axholm, but we're about to head and to go try to find the dragon right now, and just kind of wanted to slay it, and wanted to give you the heads up just in case you wanted to take the town people to Axholm in the time being. Just because it is a little bit away, it's not like it's something that you guys can just duck and cover, in a 5-minute period.
Right.
It'd be easier to fortify than the town.
And he just stops for a second. He kind of like,
And especially because we just found out that another band of look like group of mercenaries possibly headed that way yesterday from the rumors in town.
Really?
So there's a chance that he might try to counterattack if for some reason they weren't successful before we get there. Just as a heads up, we wanted to let you know.
Falcon's
I know
still
you want
here,
to keep
right?
all your people safe. Yes, he is.
He was able to warn us the other day when you gave him word. How did that happen? He said he had some kind of stone.
We have a ascending stone that allows us to communicate to him once a day.
Maybe you could give him updates and he could tell us. If you don't check in for some reason.
I mean, like
maybe
I said,
we'll sound the
only
alarm and go.
The only thing that does worry me a little bit is if the other group gets there and the dragon bests them and we're on the way to the dragon might fly to town to get revenge and us be in transit and not even have a chance to slay the dragon.
Right.
And might attack the town. But, I mean, again, it's up to you. We'll definitely send updates, or if for some reason we see the dragon flying up overhead, we can at least give a little bit of a warning to the town.
Okay, yes.
The dragon.
His eyes feverishly kind of dart back and forth.
The sending stones only work once a day, so we can only send one message to you and receive one message from you, and you and the townspeople will be most vulnerable on your way to Axholm to take cover.
Well, that makes sense.
So if you're going to go there for the time being, it's best to leave as soon as possible.
The dragon also that were coming from Phandalin. He never saw us in Phandalin. He saw us on the road, quite a distance away.
It was on the high road, right?
I believe. Yes. So I don't think he would come after you for revenge, say.
Right.
But
Well, he might with the other group of mercenaries, though. It depends on if they talked, I mean, that's if they don't slay him, but, if for some reason he toys with them.
I very much appreciate this. I'm gonna talk with my brother as he turns and looks over his shoulder at him.
the ugly one is Tybor, yes.
Is he insulting us? Tybor just says, "You get used to it."
and that's when I say, well, they look so much alike, I wasn't sure which one was which.
Oh, he says. We'll talk to Falcon. Perhaps if you just at least check in with him, and if ever you don't check in with him, we'll certainly head out. But, yes, we're going to consider what you said. I appreciate it very much. If we do go, I'll have Falcon tell you.
Sounds good.
Great.
He seems quite pleased with his logic there.
Alright.
Was there anything else I could do for you? This pains me to say, but you've been very good to this town. Very happy you've been here, he says.
I mean, as a town master, I do think you're able to you're able to give official titles, aren't you?
What sort of titles?
Oh gosh.
No, just like maybe like the champion of Phandalin or something like that. Once we destroy the dragon, of course.
I was gonna say, I think you have another task before we could go there.
No, I'm just throwing that out there.
But I would not be entirely opposed to the idea.
Destroyer.
Yeah, I was gonna say Daisy leans in and just goes, "You should watch your attitude with Landor, the Death Destroyer."
His eyes get even wider, and he looks over at Landor, who's,
And when she does that, I just minor illusion like this dark ball of like looks like cackling energy, just kind of like,
kind of like the beating heart that was in the lighthouse. He goes, "Oh. Well, yes, obviously you're the very capable sword and probably worthy of the title. Let's just talk when you... Good luck." And he just like turns and like heads back towards, like he's making his way to the town hall.
Town Master, what was the reward for the dragon's head?
Oh,
for
good
killing the
lord.
If you
It
need to
sounds
look
like
up,
a title will be your reward, and he like turns and kind of like waddles his way.
I already have a title. I am a noble of House Winterburn. So I'll just kind of like walk off, like.
But additional titles will immortalize you forever.
I do like the sound of that.
Titles are
I
good.
mean, if you think about your lineage, I mean, it would be nice to be one of the top of your storied history.
Yes, that would be nice. Should we go to the Lion Shield caster and see if there's anything else we could pick up there before we leave?
I say most definitely.
I think that's a splendid idea.
Izzy, how much money do we have?
Okay, so we have 85 platinum pieces, but then to make it easier, I just like added it into the gold. So like those are separate, but then in total we have 2,222 gold pieces.
Okay.
Three pearls. The 6 diamonds that are with Landor. We still have the gems.
Is it the pearls? Or no, what?
We have three pearls. Did we sell the bag of gems that's worth 150 gold? I don't think we did.
I don't think we did.
I
but
trust
don't
your note keeping way more than I trust mine, so
know. I'm using a different notebook right now. So I left my other one downstairs.
yeah, that's
But-
Well, some of those gems were diamonds, and I have them along with the diamonds that we
so we'll
bought.
cut it in half,
Okay.
whatever it is.
Okay.
So
Um,
like no more than 3,000 gold, all things considered. Safe to say.
Easily, yeah. I
yeah.
would say probably.
Probably far less than that, but yeah, I'm just because for bracers of defense thinking.
I think we settled on K, is that right?
I
Yep.
think so. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you have left the town master and you are heading to see Lenine at the Lion Shield's Coster, correct?
Yes.
All right. You arrive just in time to see her opening up shop. She has not quite noticed you yet.
Good morning.
Oh, hello there. Hi, Marcus. How are you?
I'm doing well. Doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Here, and then the door ka-ding opens up as they all have bells now. So she walks in with you guys. What can I do for you?
Well, we just came in to check in, let you know that I don't remember if I spoke to you the other day. I think we might have. We took care of the lighthouse. The lighthouse is in good standing now, and
Yes, very, very much appreciate that. I'm trade in this area should vastly improve.
great. We're always happy to help business for you. And we're going to be taking on the dragon very soon.
Oh. Well, I certainly would be a great service to the town. Are you looking to make some final purchases, or is that why you're here?
I think I have everything I need.
All right.
And I'll look at Daisy.
And her eyes just follow.
And Daisy's gonna look at Landor and just kind of elbow him.
I don't do the talking. And then she now is looking at Landor.
And I kind of sheepishly shrug, and we were kind of wondering if you might be able to work out any kind of a deal with the for those bracers that you have there.
Oh, yes. What sort of a deal were you thinking of?
Well, side note, table talk. How much money do we have?
2,222 not technically gold pieces, but like equivalent of gold pieces. 3
Gold.
pearls.
That's fine, that's fine. That's including
Okay.
pearls?
No. I don't think we got the pearls appraised. Because we didn't I don't think Landor liked that guy.
I think we used
Surly
one.
dwarf.
I don't remember what he gave us for it though.
I think we got some of
For
the
the
diamonds.
diamond?
Yeah. And I think we got rid of our bag of gems to help pay for the diamonds too.
I think you just took the diamonds
Yeah.
out of it.
We took the diamonds out of it because I forget how many there were, and we used a pearl, and I want to say we even got a little bit of money back, but I don't remember how much. I don't remember how much the pearls were worth, to be honest.
Neither do I. That's awesome. So I will just see what you offer.
And we also have that mermaid statue.
Yep.
I told you that's going in Marcus's hall.
All right, so we'll just snap back into motion. So what sort of a deal did you have in mind?
Well, I mean, I don't know if you would be able to do as much of a deal, because I know that it was approximately around 4,000 gold pieces was the asking price for it.
Mm-hmm.
I know that we've got 2,000 gold on us that we could easily part with today, and then I don't know if we do also have these 3 pearls. I don't know if you would be willing to come down on it at all, or if we could work out some kind of a bargain here.
I take it you would like to use these to fight this dragon.
Most definitely, and that's why it's kind of one of those things that it's, you know, I mean, obviously, if we come back and we have the riches from the dragon, we could easily purchase them after. But you know, we want every advantage as possible going into the battle that we can have.
Sure. Well, if you give me 2,000 gold, we could work out either some form of layaway or return policy. I'm really not supposed to do anything like this, but I really believe in this town. And I believe in you. You've done nothing but great things for us, and if you can't afford them afterwards, then just give them back and you'll take your money.
Okay. I mean,
really kind of sticking my neck out here for you, but I believe in you.
Well,
she just kind of matter-of-factly
kind of
has a flat face there, you know, just...
That sounds more than gracious, and I mean, I understand that, and I appreciate that, because we're sticking our necks out for everybody here that we can, you know.
And then
so you know...
Yeah. Okay. So she just kind of, at that point, says, and if you don't end up having the money and you want to keep them, maybe you can work them off some other way. And she turns and just kind of looks at Marcus briefly and looks back at everybody else.
That sounds like a deal. Daisy, do you have
Landor's pimping him out.
Can you get the gold out of the bag of holding, please?
Yep.
Josh is like, I don't know what to do with that.
My internet has been really, really bad this whole conversation, and I'm just getting like, but I heard that, but
To sum up, there's like a layaway and or deposit situation happening, and Lamine is open to you working off the rest if need be. What a time for his internet to freeze.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
And that's why I just thanked Lamine.
So there's that awkward silence, and Daisy just like sneezes.
Her eyebrow just raises.
I would have just, you know, given a wink and be like,
winter burn wink.
I'm sure we could work something out.
And then she goes, let me find them for you. And then she goes into the back room. And about a minute later comes out with the bracers, hands them to Daisy. And now you've got bracers of defense.
Thank you so much. This is gonna make a huge difference for us.
And you did say you put the money, you took that out already, right?
Yeah, I gave it to...
Sure. Okay.
Gave it to Landor, and our party funds have reflected the change.
Okay.
And I passed that on to Lenine as the down payment.
All right. Is there anything else you wanted to do here at the Lion Shield Coster?
Do we need to talk to Falcon about any type of a plan or before we go? Or do you think if we need to just send him a message, we can just send him a message and we'll be good? Seemed like Daisy wanted to.
He was definitely passed out when you left the tavern.
Yeah, I mean, the town master knows that we have a plan, but I feel like we should let Falcon know, and maybe Falcon could talk to the town master and kind of convince him to at least get the people prepared, because they should have like a go bag ready.
Go bag.
All right, so we're gonna
All
go
right.
look for Falcon.
So we're gonna go back to the tavern to see if Falcon is still there.
Yeah, actually, when you walk into the tavern, you just see Falcon like this at the bar. He's got a mug in front of him.
Falcon, my good man.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. And he just takes a sip and he just says, "Little hair of the dog never hurt." Put it down. Yes, what? Where are you off to today?
We are actually heading out to look for the dragon.
Oh, whew. Well, if anybody here can do it, I know for sure it's you.
Us.
Well, I meant that in the plural.
Okay.
Of course. Oh, okay.
Well, so...
Toblin!
So we spoke to the town master and let him know that we'll be leaving today. We cleared out Axholme, and I don't know if you want to suggest to the town master as well about taking the town folks there before we go. It's safe there, but it is quite a ride, maybe half a day with everyone from the town. So I don't know if you want to advise leaving sooner or just have everyone ready to flee should the dragon, I don't know, decide to attack.
Right. Well, I will talk to him and work that out and see how he wants to handle everything, and probably have a town meeting about it, I would think. Either way, I will make sure that I can guide them if and when the time comes.
We do have
He takes out the stone, he goes, "Do you need this?"
Daisy's gonna lean over to the group. Do you guys think we should take it back?
I think it would always be good for us to have, but if what you and Landor want to do is send to the town to Axholme, if something goes wrong and you need to communicate with them, then he needs to keep it. Otherwise, we have no way of communicating with them back.
Yeah, and I kind of feel like that for any of the stuff we might use it for, with the limitations of only 20 words and once a day, I feel like it's not going to help us. Like if I was going ahead and scouting or something like that, I mean, yeah, I could send out a big help, but like other than that, I feel like it's not as useful. And I do feel like being able to tell them get out now and having a 15 or 20 minute head start could make a difference between them living and dying.
Okay.
Josh, Marcus does know that Icespire Peak is like 30 miles away, so that is definitely, it's actually half the distance, or it's actually, the distance between Phandalin and Icespire Hold is twice the distance between Phandalin and Axholme. Granted, that dragon can move, but...
Alright, so, no, Falcon, we want you guys to have that in case you need to flee, should you decide to stay while all of this is happening.
Oh, alright, then I will just wait for word from you, I think, unless something is urgent that you know. I guess. Right?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing currently urgent, but we did hear that there was another group that left yesterday. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago now?
Yesterday.
It left yesterday to try to take on the dragon, so they might reach the dragon sooner and possibly disturb or disrupt the dragon to maybe want to get revenge. So
Okay.
I don't know if they had horses. I just heard from Toblin that they were heading that way.
Well, yes, I will mention that to the town master with the meeting that we have. I wish you the best of luck. I know you will prevail against that beast. I've fought side by side with you before. I have the utmost confidence in you.
Thank you. Keep these people safe.
I will do that.
Just remember when we kill this dragon, you're going to owe us a bottle of wine.
He goes, oh. Yes. But when I feel a little better. In fact, I will prepare myself for that event.
I'll smack him on the back and say, "Oh, what's the matter, old friend? A little hair of the dog never hurt anyone."
Here. And he just takes another sip. Do you want one for the road?
It almost sounds like he wants to hear the new song I've been working on.
He just kind of he looks over. It's like, maybe not.
All right, so
All right.
as everyone starts to walk out, because I'm assuming that's the next thing we're gonna do. Yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm just saying before I wanted to buy something before we left too. I don't.
Oh,
okay.
So.
Sure.
Josh, you go first.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll just. There's no need to RP it. Jake, what sort
Yes.
of whiskey is there?
The kind of whiskey?
Yeah, to buy a bottle of something fancy.
Is there a black label?
I would say Toblin's got a couple of options. There's one
Anything
that's
with like Dragonfire in the name.
Of course there is. Did you not catch
Sure.
that the first time you came to the tavern?
Yeah. That's the one.
Okay. And for the whole bottle, he says that would be some of the good stuff. 5 gold.
All right. 5 gold it is.
This is like John Blue.
I'll take that, put it in my bag, and walk it.
Falcon just says, I expect to have some of that with you. I mean, if it would... Yeah, okay, maybe not right now. Okay.
And
he just kind of massages his temples. Alright, and did Daisy have something she wanted to do?
Yeah, so as everyone's walking out, like, Landor and Marcus are, like, out the door, pretty much. Daisy's gonna run back, jump up on one of the stools, grab both of Falcon's hands, and say, "You're one of my dearest friends." Kiss him on the cheek, and then run out.
He just looks completely stunned from the moment you hopped up and grabbed his hands to walking out the door. I mean, between being hungover and just... It's like... You're gonna do great, you hear him just kind of say.
Daisy's all red in the face as she's walking out.
Alright. There you are. Are you guys heading out on this trek?
I'm ready to go, guys.
Alright.
All right.
Pull up the map, shall we? So obviously right down here we've got Phandalin. And we've got Icespire Peak, and Icespire Hold is over here. I could show you guys the DM map now. It's awesome. It's okay, because you know where everything is.
I have a question for the party. Do we want to buy a cow before we go?
No.
I mean, I would say don't have a cat. Okay.
Okay.
Why? There's a reason why we'd want a cow.
I briefly mentioned it when we were talking about it, but Never mind. Okay. Continue.
This like Jurassic Park tactics? Was this what this is?
You know what? That's not a bad idea.
Maybe we could bring little Vincent.
Oh
No, we don't want little Vincent to get eaten.
I mean, hey, it would be great to have some cold cheese pizza. We might as well. That's a Long Island joke.
no.
Anyways. So are you heading out?
Yes.
Okay. And unless you say otherwise, I'm assuming without horses, because you're going into the mountains and icy mountains. But I don't. That's up to you guys. To use guys.
I was thinking horses, yes, but
You do have your ghost horse.
Oh, just one of them.
Also,
But
Do they have
do
any
we
like
have a
mountain goats for rent?
it's a mountain goat named Billy. No. I don't think you know of anybody in town that has goats per se, but Barthen would probably be the person to talk to.
I don't know. I feel like if we should take the horses maybe as far as they can go.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Do we know of like a path up to Icespire Hold?
You do. That was
Okay.
kind of part of it. Like you know exactly the direction it is, that event that happened. I would say this. You wouldn't know the exact path, but you know that there is one that can go there. And
Okay.
you have an idea of where to find it.
I mean, if there's a hold, I would think that there would kind of have to be some sort of path to be able to haul stuff to and from it,
Yeah.
whenever it was created. I mean, it might be dilapidated now, but I would think it would still be there.
We
Somewhat.
could always take the horses over to the Mountains Toe gold mine and drop them off there, and then we could go up the mountain path ourselves.
So we are going to take horses,
Okay.
to answer your question.
How many? You can have 3, so you have your spectral.
We might as well just take one, and then unless Daisy doesn't want to share a horse.
Oh no, Daisy doesn't mind.
We can take one horse.
So you take a horse. Out comes maybe the one that's the most comfortable you've seen is the most comfortable or oblivious to the fact that the other horse is a ghost.
Yes, that.
And off you go. So it is about, what is it? 15 to 20 miles to the gold mine. And it is more or less uneventful. I mean, cold, maybe, just because nice mountain breeze coming off the mountain. It is starting to become a little bit more towards the end of fall here, so it's cooler as time goes. But largely about midday, you arrive around where Mountains Toe Gold Mine is.
Is there like a place to drop off the horses here?
It looks very much abandoned, but you could probably let them loose or tie them to something.
I don't want the horse to get eaten.
Alright. What do we do with the horse?
I know if we let it go, we'll have to pay for it unless it's smart enough to find its way back town.
Crazy things have happened.
What?
But I feel like if we leave it here, we're signing its death certificate. They had those
Yeah.
in D&D, right?
I didn't realize that the gold mine was like a abandoned place. Or like a sketchy abandoned place. I thought it would be fine to just drop them there.
I gotcha. It is an adventure location that It's not used.
Well,
I mean, I say if we're gonna do that, then we might as well keep taking the horse as far as we can go, and then if and when we can't seem to go any further with the horses, kind of like yacht back on the other way. And if it makes it back to town, it makes it back to town.
agreed. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty much the same. Either way, might as well take it as far as we can take it.
All right, so you are now beginning your ascent up the mountain, and you've already started to kind of get into the hills for sure. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that.
Oh, one other thing.
Yes.
Am I able to like pick up a trail for where the other guys went? Like the other group.
Roll a survival check.
That is a 24.
Yeah, actually, you find what seems like somewhat recent signs of travel, and it looks like you're kind of on the right track.
All right.
So,
I'll just point out to the other guys and be like, it looks like someone else has followed this path before. Thinking that it's the other group that went after this dragon. So let's see if we can't follow them and maybe stop them before they get to Cryovane.
All right. So you begin to make your trek up this mountain pass. It becomes kind of evident quickly that it's getting to be, kind of windy, much colder than maybe you had thought. But the horses are both doing fine. I don't see any reason why you guys would be struggling at this point. Say, the winds are starting to pick up as you kind of get a little closer, and I would say let's give it another 3 hours. Like, it looks like maybe you're kind of getting to not quite the sun setting, but you're starting to get to around dinner time, and we are going to then show you as you are arriving at Icespire Hold. As you're approaching, you see in the distance clouds that partly obscure a stone fortress situated atop the icy spur of a jagged, snow-covered mountain that you recognize as Icespire Peak. A landmark that's so enormous as to be visible from Phandalin, actually, on a clear day. The mountain dwarfs the fortress, which consists of two separate structures joined together by a stone bridge, and a narrow winding path corkscrews up the mountainside to the smaller of the two structures, and appears to be the only safe way to reach it by land. It's an unwelcome path, but not as unwelcome as the cold, howling wind that buffets you. So, I'm going to zoom out a little bit, give you a little bit of a visual here. So this is obviously where you guys are. And this is the winding path. It's somewhat thin. You're able to get, comes around. This is the first structure here that you could get to. And then this is what seems like the main fortress right here. And surrounding the top of the fortress is actually, Josh, if you remember from the vision that Marcus had, there was this like massive ice, actually at this point it almost looks like it makes the fortress seem twice as tall. Just this like ice surrounding the roof. And from your vision, you actually saw the dragon fly up out of it. And I would say actually all three of you make a perception check.
That's a 12 from me.
Okay.
11.
Hey.
Okay.
11 for me.
Yeah, you feel like it's possible that the ice has grown a little bit since your vision, but just seems maybe like it's like a little thicker or more of it, but you're not entirely sure of like any significant details at this point, I should say. Now, do you have a particular marching order that you would prefer?
Do we notice any tracks from the other group in this area?
Periodically you've been able to more or less follow them, as Marcus he picked up the trail pretty well. But I have noticed at times it seems like there's been some snow that's covered over, and it is actually, I don't know if I mentioned this before, it is actually snowing now. You don't need that cloak to billow for that breeze to be flapping.
What if you...
He has the other cloak on now.
I know, I'm just saying. Actually, Daisy has the billowing.
Daisy's got the billing cloak, and she's got the helm too. So she's got that. Also,
this little gnome.
So red eye, billowing cloak.
I just picture
I do
David
wanna
the gnome
say,
with a menacing helmet on for some reason.
I used our travel time to attune to bracers.
Oh, definitely, absolutely.
So isn't Marcus's AC actually 19?
Mhm.
Yeah, because he's got the
Okay.
cloak of defense. What is it called?
Protection.
Protection.
Oh, do I have
Always
the wrong
used.
value listed there?
Yes, but
Okay.
I mean, that's fine. I just
That's fine. Yeah. And Daisy's is also 2 better.
we got that this round though, so I kind of obviously
Fair
I didn't
enough.
expect you to have that updated.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Could Landor use the bracers if he? Could any of us use the bracers if we wanted to, as long as they attune to them? There's
Marcus
no like.
could not.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't use it with armor or with a shield.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but Landor could, because he only uses mage armor, right?
Correct.
It's not. Is that considered armor though? Because I can't wear
No.
armor and. Okay.
Nope,
I just
it's,
wanted to make sure.
Yeah, that
Would it stack with mage armor though? That's.
It would actually, because the formula is different, and it just says if you're not wearing armor or a shield, this adds 2 to your AC.
Okay.
And if not, well, then I'm just wrong, and that's what we're doing. So, marching order, conversations. I mean, this is usually your
typically-
standard operating
I
procedure.
actually either want to be first or in the middle.
Okay. So who's leading the way?
Can we fit side by side?
Like next to each other?
Yeah.
No.
Ah, okay.
It's actually, you're a little uncomfortable with the horse, so, I mean, you think you might be able to get them up there, but getting...
I'll put the spectral horse away and just kind of help to lead the other one and keep it on track. That way it's just
Sure.
that much safer.
Okay, so Marcus is leading the way?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Then I'll be second. I do want to turn on my mage armor, by the way. Just
Sure,
Getting
that's a
that out of
very
the way.
good decision. So Marcus is leading the horse. Is anybody on the horse? That's the question.
no. Mm-mm.
Okay.
I'm off of the horse.
Oh, Daisy will go on the horse if no one else is on the horse. As long as the horse isn't struggling too much, because like Marcus is leading it. So yeah, Daisy will go up there.
Okay. And is there anything special you want to tell me now, or are you just going up the path? I don't want to assume anything for you guys.
Do you think we should take any of the hour potions now, or do you think we should wait just a little bit till we get a little farther?
How far away does it? How far away are we? DM.
I mean, as the bird flies, 100 feet. But if you're going across this way, maybe, 400 or 500 feet, because it's, got a corkscrew around,
I'd say wait. I mean, I don't know. That's up to you. But
All right, we can keep going.
Okay.
So this fortress is where Marcus saw the dragon, pretty much, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you begin just carefully moving through this pathway. Just kind of stop me if need be.
I mean, I
Landor
don't
fell.
think we would stop for any reason, but we would definitely tell the rest of the group, like, this is what I had a vision of. This is the place that I saw. Everyone be very wary. Watch for the dragon. Watch for the other mercenaries that came this way.
Okay.
Oh, did we say that Landor has the boots back?
I don't think you did.
Uh,
Do you want the boots?
Yeah, I'll take the boots back.
Okay.
Alright.
I think that's something we texted about and didn't actually say in game.
Yes. And then I realized that it might be helpful for Landor to scout a little bit and like be super stealthy, and we kind of just keep an eye out if that's what you guys would want to do.
That's why I'm just not moving until you guys are running the show here.
Wants to run ahead.
Well,
That's
looking at the keep, I'm assuming that we can see the hold, or is this like?
Oh yes,
Or
you can
can we
see
not-
both structures. Absolutely. You see this bridge,
Okay.
which is a good 30 plus feet above the trail underneath it. You know that it winds around. There's like this other, secondary structure. Yeah, this is all above you, so you're kind of, looking up at it.
Okay. I say we keep going.
Okay. Going down here. This is just roof. This is not something.
Do we notice any movement in the, like, up above us?
Make a perception check.
13.
No, I mean you see like wind and snow and like once in a while you'll see like a bird fly by, but nothing from like inside the keep. No light sources or anything like that. Just kind of seems kind of cold and kind of ominous. Just like empty looking. Awesome,
Oh,
yeah.
Landor, you should change your cloak of many fashions to like match the snow.
Bright yellow is not very good. This is
That's a different kind of snow.
I changed my cloak to match the white, but with kind of just a little bit of speckles of like darker portions, so it kind of like camouflages just a little bit with the snow.
Sure, absolutely. Come down here. The order, you come up and you see some rocks here that look like, making it a little difficult to move around, but not as bad. Just, doing your thing. Coming up. You guys see this archway. Like I said, there's probably kind of like I don't even know the kind of bridge that you'd call it, but it's got the arch here that you guys are walking underneath, if that makes sense. That's just the way it's held. I know there's a special name for that, but it escapes me. And you guys get to the door.
All right, we can go ahead and tie off the horse here.
There's really not much to tie him to, unfortunately.
Could he fit inside the door?
Yes, you definitely could.
I said, is the door open?
Do you go up to like knock or like push or what do you?
Oh, I asked if it was open. So
I think he just
It's
wanted to know
closed.
if it was closed.
okay.
It's closed. Yeah.
Can I try to stealthily open it?
Yeah. So
Can I
what's up?
check for arrow slits?
Oh yeah,
around
these are definitely
the,
defensible arrow slits here, but you don't see any arrows pointed at you. If that's what you're,
Okay. Alright.
yeah. If that's what you're getting at.
Well, I was just thinking about all the arrows. Axel.
Mm-hmm.
I was just curious.
Gotcha. So, Landor, are you gonna push the door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, you could roll a stealth check if you want, but it's not gonna matter because this thing is old and it's cold and it's huge. So. Kind of opens up really like, oh. And it's like cringeworthy as it happens. You're like, oh god, okay.
I'll say to Landor, do you think they heard us?
If we're in this part, yes.
Should have poured the cask of oil on it.
And you actually, it opens up and it's kind of dark, but as you kind of just peek your head in or just kind of look, these look actually like stables, empty stables. Or, excuse me, hold on, not empty.
Oh no.
Four stabled horses are there, and a fifth one is empty.
Well, I'll put our horse in the fifth spot and check for saddlebags on all the other ones.
They have saddlebags.
Well, I'd like to check what's in them.
Is that the poop catcher or the food?
Saddlebags is like what would be on the horse that you would carry your stuff in.
Oh, okay, gotcha. It looks like it is equipped with some, and then there's just on one or two of them you see like a handful of what do you call it? Like just some personal effects, mostly just like horse food and things like that. That's there.
I light the cleave.
It opens up. And
Do we hear anything other than the horses? Like, I mean, I'm assuming we're inside now, so like.
yes, it is dead silent outside of anything that's happening around you guys. So are you changing your marching order at all? I don't want to assume anything with you guys.
Can I give our horse a snack for being such a good horse to
You
make it all
sure?
the way up here?
You sure can.
I want to sneak forward.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
21.
Okay.
With advantage?
Yes.
So you do this here. And you see this is like just a room, you know, about 10 by 20. There's a door here, door here, door here, door here.
I kind of like lean back and motion for them to come on.
Okay.
I'll follow.
I will as well.
Okay.
Do we need to say that we're being quiet?
If you want to be quiet. Do I want to be quiet?
The thing is that like I don't know what my like I feel like there's the opportunity to be less quiet than I normally am.
She's not stealthy, but she's quiet.
Hey, you tell me. That's all I'll say about that.
I'll just be my regular sound.
Okay.
I want to open the door down to the right.
For
And
this
I
one
want to
here?
try to do it stealthily if possible. Yes.
Okay. Yep, it opens up. And in it you see just like empty wooden barrels and crates kind of sitting there. They look like they haven't, like there's just hasn't been moved. Been a long time.
All right. And now I want to check the door to the south.
This guy here? Okay.
Yes. Also stealthily open it if possible.
Understood. As you open that door, you see wooden cots that are kind of just there in like broken heaps against the walls. And it looks like there's a clear space in the middle of the room, and you see 4 bedrolls and some other just regular gear. And you're just kind of sit. There's no people or anything like that. It just looks like a spot where people probably were sleeping.
There's no windows in this room, is there?
Nope.
Okay. I want to roll up one of the bedrolls and take it with me.
Sure, easy enough to do.
And I want to stealthily open the door to the left.
Okay.
I just want one guy to come back and be like, "Where's my bedroll?" You know, just a harmless little prank.
In here, you see an anvil that rests on the floor near a fireplace that is not lit. To one side of the hearth is a bellows. And then scattered about the floor, just like some rusty tools and old horseshoes, and seems like used to be a smithy.
Can I search the room, or is there a need for that?
You can if you'd like.
I would like to.
Sure. How long would you like to search for?
Just a couple minutes.
Sure. Make it an investigation check, I guess, or perception, whichever you prefer.
19.
19. Yeah, I mean, outside of the description I gave you, you're not really sure there's much else going on there.
Alright, I want to stealthily check or open the top left door if I can.
Okay. Once again, you hear like a kind of as it opens up, and you see stairs that ascend, and it looks like kind of wrap around to your character's right.
Before Landor does anything else, Daisy's gonna take a cask of oil out of her bag of holding and go, "Put this on the door hinges before you open them."
I take it.
Sure. Okay.
I don't oil this door since it's already open. But
Right, fair enough.
I'm gonna. I want to actually, before I go up the stairs, I want to listen to hear if I hear anything up the stairs.
Mhm.
Like if I can hear any noise, unnatural noises, than the normal wind and stuff like that.
Sure, yeah. Make a perception check.
19.
Okay. As you just take a minute, and Daisy hands that to you, and you're kind of like, okay, just, for a sec. And your half elven ears kind of just take that moment. And you could swear, you're not 100% sure, but you could swear you heard someone just kind of go. Like a very slight throat clear.
And now I want to turn and whisper to them, "Hey, guys, I think there might be somebody up there possibly waiting for us. If that's the case, I don't necessarily think it's best if I go first. Just because of all the noise, they probably know we're coming. I felt like I heard somebody up there, and it sounds like they're probably trying to be quiet, so they might be waiting for us."
I'm gonna walk out in front, and what do I have on me that would make noise?
Your plate armor is doing a good job.
Well, yeah.
There's that. And plus, I mean, your glaive is on, so I mean, the light has definitely gone into the room.
Oh yeah, no, I know I'm not stealthy at all. I'm just I was
Spring the
I was
trap.
basically
What do you want? I can minor illusion a sound if you'd like. I mean, I don't know quite
Minor
where I
illusion's
could
a
do it
fun
at, but
sound.
sure. Yeah, go for it. And so how does this work with the stairs? Like that square right at the top
It
of
comes
the
up to a
stairs, I'm
landing,
guessing there's
and then it makes a
Mhm.
right. So
Okay.
yeah, so
Yeah, I'll go towards the top of the stairs, but not at the landing.
so you'd be like right
Um,
here. You're saying, more or less.
yeah, sure.
Okay. And then everybody else is doing.
I'll go right behind him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, let's start off with the civilized approach. So, and then I'm assuming like do the rock sound and with the minor illusion in at that point.
And so what are you trying to accomplish? Like it's just hit the
Yeah,
wall or
just
something, and just like.
how they just see how they react to a noise in the room further than where they expect.
kind of like a sound, a rock clattering sound.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll let the fate decide, huh? Okay. So you cast the spell, little gesture of your hand. I believe it is only a somatic spell. And you hear the little kind of echoes in the throughout the halls. Nothing.
Nothing.
Mm-mm.
Do these horses belong to you?
I'm sorry, Marcus says that.
Marcus says that.
Okay, I was just making sure. Might as well come up. You hear a female voice beckon from beyond there. Yes, the horses are ours. I know there's 3 of you. One is very small.
Have you come for the dragon?
We've come for its treasure. How about you?
Well, we've come to kill it.
Good.
Haven't thought much about the treasure.
Why don't you come in here and we'll discuss it?
I'm going to take the dodge action. And I'm going to walk into the room.
Okay. Oops.
I just want to like minor illusion myself like a foot taller.
Oh. As I
And don't forget, Daisy does have her helmet on.
Yep.
and the cloak of billowing.
Yep.
Just
Fair enough.
as I start walking up those stairs too,
Uh-huh.
I would just continue to say, we know if you wanted to kill us and you were smart, you would have shot us through the arrow slits as we came. I expect you to behave like civilized gentlemen, and if not, well, we'll find out. And I'll just...
I'm assuming the 2 of you are following, though? Just to make sure?
Yes.
Okay. How far into the room do you want to go, Marcus? I don't want to assume anything. You're about to hit the landing of the...
I'll go 2 more steps up. 2 more squares up.
Okay. Daisy?
I will stay right at the top of the stairs.
So just like one more space?
Yeah. Yeah.
Landor?
I'm actually gonna go right next to that person that's right there.
So you're gonna go right past Daisy? You're gonna go right here?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
In a line? Yeah.
So this guy, this one looks like a middle-aged man. Kind of got a little bit of a pot belly. But nonetheless is, somewhat armed. Has, looks like he's got a long sword out. Has a crossbow strung on his back. He all have splint mail, actually, or splint armor, excuse me. This is a woman. This is a woman, and these two are men. This one looks a little more, I would say a little skinnier, kind of taller. This one looks like looks like a very thick woman, like she's seen some action, you know, like think Brienne of Tarth. And this one is another woman. She's got her hair pulled back, kind of looks like not as physically thick or big, but battle hardened, if you will. And she just says, looks like we got a knight in shining armor walking up here. Come to slay the dragon for the good people of Phandalin, have you?
I come to slay the dragon for the good people you see before, for myself, for my house, for my friend.
She just kind of smiles and looks to some of the other people in the room and just says, "Ah, this one's all honor. Why don't you take your honor and march out that front door and back to the town of Phandalin with your tail tucked between your legs before you get hurt." And at that point, she takes out a crossbow and aims it right at you. Actually, these three all have crossbows out pointed at you, and this one has his longsword out, kind of ready.
First off, I barely know her, so I will not take anything on her. You would be wise to lower your crossbow if you value your life. If you would like to die before seeing the dragon, well, that's if you would like to continue this together, or go on your merry way, or frankly, I don't care. That's up to you. But I will warn you, the last person who disrespected me in this way, well, let's not speak of such things.
And at this point, I put my arm on Marcus's shoulder and kind of just like pull him back just a little bit. And I'm like, listen, as you know, we are honorable. And the only thing that we're worried about is the dragon being slain. Now, if you want to do that and you want whatever treasure that the dragon has, that's fine. The only thing we want to do is make sure that the dragon does die for the people. And we're not going to get in your way. If you want to go first, so that way you have the dibs and you can say that you slay the dragon, we will be more than willing to wait, you know, or if you would like our help, we would be willing to help you. You know, we're not trying to get in your way of the treasure by any means. Our only goal is the dragon itself being slain.
The woman here, she hasn't, even though Landor was talking, she hadn't moved her eyes from Marcus after that exchange. And she just says, "This is what happened to the last person that talked to me this way." And she fires her crossbow at you. Let's roll for initiative.
Oh my gosh. Oh
Good.
my gosh.
Natural 20.
Oh.
What does that make a 21?
21, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Waste of a natural 20, but hey, it's...
It's not a bad way to first roll of the night, actually. Or, no, not quite.
I got an 11.
Okay, 11 for Landor.
Daisy's going to be at 13.
Nope. Daisy's a 4. Oh, but she was brooding back there. Like
She's feeling it.
yeah,
Right.
I was gonna say she's like a hair away from just going into a rage before like anything else even happens. But then you said roll initiative, so here we go. She's ready.
We're just gonna start with that attack and then we'll go into initiative order.
Sure. I did say I was dodging. I don't know if you count that.
I know, it's one of those things where it's kind of like if you're moving like, oh, come on, it's like, well, that's kind of aggressive, so they might have, I don't know. But we'll have that be a, that'll be disadvantage, that's fine. Let's see here, okay. One was a 20, the other was a 19, so That's 22 to
Yeah,
hit.
that's a hit.
Yeah. 4, actually only 1 piercing damage though. So it kind of just gets through your armor and just kind of just like annoyingly scratches you. You're kind of like tinking, you're like
Literally one damage.
I rolled a 1. So we're doing this now with no video from Josh just because he's having a hard time with the internet. So Marcus,
Yes.
you are up. You had that one crossbow bolt just kind of really mostly just cosmetically annoy your armor and give you a little pinch after it got through. And you get to go.
So, I guess I'm just gonna say to her that I hope you did more than what you just said to me about the last trip, because that was ridiculous. I'm gonna attack the guy that's diagonal down to the right.
Okay. Great weapon master, regular.
That's what I'm deciding right now.
They are all in splint mail or splint armor.
I don't remember exactly what that is. We'll do regular attack for now.
It's
First one's
heavy.
regular.
You certainly would be able to tell that from looking at them.
That is a 27.
Yes, a 27 hits. And hits pretty much anything.
All right, so 10 slashing
Okay.
and 9 fire.
So 19 all day.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you just kind of slice right across, and looks a little like startled that you attacked him like that. Do not, but he thought you were focused a lot on the on his leader.
No. That's saving her for last.
Oh. All right.
I'll take another attack on him, just regular.
Okay.
And that one is a 25 to hit.
Yes, that is also successful.
Okay, 6 slashing and 10 fire.
All right. He's still going. He looks bloodied though at this point.
Yeah, I'll stop there and defensive stance. Well, shoot. What did Landor roll for initiative? I probably shouldn't know that. I'm not allowed to ask
11.
that
He got an 11. But
question.
he's next on your team.
Yeah.
That's all you
Enter
do.
a defensive stance. I'll be fine.
All right, I'll defensive stance.
Okay. This guy, he actually draws. He has a second. He's got a short sword, which he takes out, and he's going to attack you, Marcus.
Okay.
First one with a long sword. Okay, so it's 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
That is 9 slashing damage.
Okay.
Second attack with the long sword. Okay, 24 to hit.
That's a hit.
One of those. Okay.
That first one, I'm gonna reduce with the superiority die, by the way.
Okay. You want to roll that?
Yeah. So it reduces by 3, turns it to 6.
Okay. The second one was 7 slashing.
Okay.
And then the third attack with the short sword comes out. And that's only going to be a 13, so that's a miss. We'll just call this one Brienne of Tarth. She drops her crossbow and just goes, shing, shing, takes out her 2 blades and just kind of looked like she was just wanting to attack something right from the get-go. Kind of jumps in there.
Right. As soon as she steps into my reach.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. How could I forget? It's the signature of this campaign.
And man, that's gonna be a 8 plus 6, 14. I'm gonna use something new. I'm gonna use precision attack.
Okay.
To add a D8 to that.
Okay.
Where's my D8? Yeah, 14 plus 7, 21.
21 hits.
Okay.
It's awesome.
That's gonna
She's
be...
like, you're like, whoop, not so fast.
It's gonna be 14 slashing and 5 fire.
19, yeah. So that happens, and then she just kind of gets stuck there, and she just looks like she's just like snarling and just very angry, but is now no longer able to reach you. This one had the crossbow aimed at you, and then she fires.
Okay.
Or, excuse me, that's the tall, skinny guy. He fires at you. That is a 17, which is a miss, right? Yep. Yeah, you have a 19 now. And she's going to fire her crossbow at you again.
Alright.
And that's a 6. That's a miss. So they are done. So now we have Landor.
Alright, I want to hit the guy in the back right with a shatter.
So, okay, so up here?
So, yep, and that's a 10-foot radius. So it should hit both the other two.
I can do radius templates, Josh. I learned this. Watch.
Ooh.
So you want to move it then? That's not what you want. You want something different.
Correct. If you do it on him, like one down
Like this?
to the...
You can hit all 3.
Yep. Yes, that's what I want to do.
Okay. And that's what are
And
those
they have
con
to-
saves?
Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so the first, the leader has a 16.
16 does save.
This one is not. It's good. That's a 5. Okay, this one. That is a 13. So leader's success. The other 2 fail.
15 damage for the ones that failed, and 7 for the one that succeeded.
Nice.
15 on the failures. 7 on the. Okay. So there's a shatter and just a very loud kind of just pops in the room, and now all of a sudden some snow and dust move, and yeah, that was loud. Okay. Did you want to move or bonus or?
I am going to inspire Marcus.
Okay. Marcus is now inspired. And then Daisy goes.
Yes.
Daisy's gonna rage.
1, 2.
She's raging like she's never raged before.
I like it.
She is angry. And then just for like flair, because I can move through friendly characters
Absolutely.
without issue.
Mhm.
So just for flair, she's gonna like do like one of those, like she's gonna like jump from wall to wall to like get over them.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely. I'm not gonna make you roll an acrobatics check. You just like parkour. Absolutely, go for it.
All right. So I'm rolling an acrobatics check, right? Or
No,
no?
I'm not even gonna make you roll. It's just too
No.
cool.
Oh,
Let's
okay,
go
okay,
for
okay,
it.
Okay. And then she's gonna land.
I'm assuming at least here, but
Yeah. So she would land there. So that'd be 1, 2, 3. So she raged. She's got 2 attacks. All right. So she's gonna hit the guy that Marcus hit, or try to hit the guy that Marcus hit with her Dragon Slayer longsword.
okay.
All right. Shoot. That's probably not gonna hit. 13.
A 13 misses. He actually just parries it with his longsword.
All
Even though
right,
he looks
that's
he's a
fine.
little older and a little out of shape, he does look like he has done this before.
And then, you know what? Yeah, and then she'll try to hit that guy again.
Okay.
That is a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
All right. That is. Oh, how does smite work again?
Oh.
Well,
smite
if
you.
you hit something, you can decide to use one of your divine smites. And since you only have level 1 spell slots, it would be an extra 2d8 radiant damage on that
All right, extra 2d8.
But it is not something
Does
you
that
have
take
to
one
do.
of your spell slots?
It does take your spell
What?
slot.
Yes. Okay. All right.
Decisions.
We'll wait. For now, it's just gonna be Divine Fury and that regular good old D8.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, I'm sorry. So that's 6, 7. Okay, 11 points of slashing damage.
So 11 slashing and was it 6 radiant?
8 radiant.
8, okay, so 19 total. Okay. Yeah, you slice into him and just this like platinum light just kind of slashes across his chest and he like falls down to one knee. He's kind of still there. He's not quite prone, but that's just more flavor as he's just like hanging on by a thread. Did you want to move any more? Because I know you did your bonus and your action.
Yeah. I'll move. I guess I'll move down. I'll provoke a opportunity attack from the person that's above, but I want to give Marcus flanking.
So you want to go down to here, you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we will do the attack. That's a miss. That's a 10.
That is a miss.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that's it for Daisy, and that brings us to the top, back to Marcus.
Yeah, I'll attack the one that I'm flanking. Regular attack, because I'm assuming he's hanging on by a thread.
He does not look happy.
It's a 20.
That's a hit.
Yeah. That'll be 7 slashing and 11.
Oh, yeah.
In total.
So he's just down to one knee. He kind of turns to see what Daisy is doing, and as he turns to look back, he just meets the glaive right across his face. And he just, down he goes.
Nice. Alright, I'll take my second attack at Homegirl over to the right.
Brienne of Tarth.
And that is 8 plus 5 is 13, right? No, 12. No, 13.
13. Yep, you got
it. I know that's a miss. I'm gonna add my my inspiration to that.
Okay.
14.
A 14 is a miss.
Okay. Can I do the old push one of my friends and go down one space and also move Landor one space down so that we both can move down?
Does Landor try to resist?
I do not. I know what he's trying to do, so.
Okay. That's what you're trying to do, Josh?
And that's what I was trying to do, yeah.
Okay.
And he could still move through me, right? That's not.
If you wanted to go out of it. Yeah, if you wanted to.
Okay, alright. Alright,
Absolutely.
cool. Yeah, so I'll do that and I'll defensive stance and that'll be my turn.
Okay. She looks very angry at you and moves forward to attack.
Right. Oh, I was still in her reach. What a clown. Alright.
Or she was still in yours, if that's what you were.
She was still in mine. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yep.
And actually, she rolled a natural 20.
No.
Okay.
Boo.
Sick.
Okay, so that's actually 14 slashing.
Okay.
Can I use a cutting words to reduce that?
Yeah, that's how that works, right?
Yes.
Okay. Not gonna tell you no if you can't use your own things.
And I'm gonna reduce it by 1.
There it is. Well, the next attack was a 14. I know that's a miss.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
a miss.
out comes the short sword, and that's better. That's a 17, but I know that's also still a miss.
Also still a miss, yeah.
This guy turns and shoots at Daisy. crossbow. That's a 15. I know that is a miss. And
Misses.
she takes one step forward, knowing that your glaive has reach, and shoots the crossbow. And that's a 13. It's a miss. Just kind of sails right over the top, hits the thing, and just kind of comes down and lands behind you guys. Landor, you go.
I want to shoot the one that's closest to Marcus with a firebolt, as long as I can see him without any cover.
Sure. Yeah, you can.
Okay. 15.
A 15 misses.
All right. And I shall inspire. I inspire Daisy.
Okay, Daisy, you are inspired, and now you go.
So I'm gonna flank that guy.
We're doing one of these.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and hit him with the Dragon Slayer longsword.
I bet you
Here we
can.
go, here we go. Oh my gosh, I gotta stop rolling with this die. Alright.
It's with advantage.
Oh, yes,
Because
it
of the flank.
is. Thank you. Okay.
It's like you knew to do it, but you just didn't remember what it did.
Oh my gosh. I'm rolling garbage. It's just straight trash. Alright, well let me just do some mathematics. Okay, 17 to hit.
17 is a hit. Oh my word.
Okay, so here we go. Roll again. All right. Okay, so 15 points of slashing
Okay.
and 5 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Yeah, you just kind of give this nasty slash across her back, and the platinum light again just erupts from your sword, and she kind of she stumbles forward, looking very, very hurt at this point.
Daisy's gonna try and hit her again.
Okay.
Die! Oh my gosh!
Again with advantage.
All I know, but all my dice hate me right now.
It's not good. It's not good. Get it out of your system.
I rolled.
You do have
I rolled-
inspiration.
Okay, I'm gonna use it, but I rolled 2 5s. 2 5s.
No, I wouldn't use your inspiration on that.
So,
Well, it's a 13.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
we're gonna
that's a
chance
little
it
trouble.
because my D8s have been not terrible. Here we go.
okay.
1.
Oh
It's your D8 from me, though, is the problem.
no! Oh. Now
was-
Daisy's even angrier.
What was it?
It was a 1. It was
Okay.
a 1.
A 14 does
All
miss.
right. And then she's gonna try and hit
Hammer time.
that person. Yep. With her Dwarven Warhammer. Here we go.
Too legit
Hopefully
to
that
quit.
works a little bit better. Okay, much better. 21.
Yes, that
Nice.
connects.
All right. And that is this one. 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh yeah. So she stumbles forward, and then before she can even turn, she just warhammer right to the back of the head, and then down she goes. Lays a heap
Nice.
on Marcus's feet.
Um,
Did you wish to move anymore? I know you moved 3 squares.
Yeah, I will. I guess move down 1 square.
Okay. And Marcus, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna move like 1 diagonal up to the right of Izzy.
Up here. Okay.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack the one up top.
Michael's face right now. Okay, go ahead.
No.
Just you do you.
You're fine.
You do you.
You did you, so. Landor's that was Landor's reaction.
He's like,
not
huh?
my reaction. Like, she has a direct path to me now? No, why?
You're good. Make your attack.
Okay, all right.
Do your thing.
It was a natural 1. So,
Okay.
Fantastic.
That is a miss.
Oh no.
Next attack.
Climb you off the wall.
I'll roll again to attack. And that one was a natural 3, so that's an 11. You know what? I think I'm gonna use a precision attack on that one. 11, yeah, might as well.
Okay.
And that is it's a 14.
14 misses.
Oh man.
And I will fantastic. I alright. I'm move down 1 in defensive stance.
Okay. You do that, and you get set, and you're just kind of staring at them. And then she just turns and looks at this one and just says, all right. Throws her crossbow down. Both throw their crossbows down and put their hands up. We surrender. What do you guys do? Do we drop out of combat, or we, Landor would be next. They're not taking aggressive action, though, at this point.
I want to say, throw your sword down also.
I mean, it is in the scabbard. You want her to take them out?
Yeah.
Okay. They both just kind of throw them kind of, 5-10 feet in front of them.
Can I speak or do I have to?
No, I mean, I think we could drop out of combat. I just wanted to give you guys the opportunity to do something different if you wanted.
If we're dropping out of combat, Marcus, you're gonna have to roll like a dexterity check because Daisy's going after them.
Okay, good. Perfect.
Well, it's technically Landor spoke. Are you taking any actions? And we'll stay in combat, I guess. Okay.
So, I mean, can they not answer me then if we're in combat? Still...
Well, I mean, you're not taking any turns, and then Daisy goes next. So, what does Daisy do?
Well, I mean, you can move me forward 1.
Okay.
I mean, I know what I want to do with them, but...
Right. Well, Daisy goes, so what's Daisy doing?
Daisy's gonna run up to the leader. And she's just gonna punch her in the face.
Just...
Yep.
She's not defending herself, so... I mean, make an attack roll with advantage, I'd say.
Okay. And okay, so it's a 17.
Yeah, you just gnome jump right in the nose. Just crack her. And she's like, oh, and you hear the crack, like, and then there's just blood gushing out of her nose. Like, I mean, it was right on point.
All right, so Daisy's like talking through her teeth, and she's just like, don't disrespect Marcus of House Wintermorn ever again.
I mean, she's just like, at this point, like, this blood just kind of gushing down her face.
And then Daisy's gonna look to the other guy.
And he's just like, I don't need any of that. He just says.
All right, that'll end Daisy's turn.
Okay, does Marcus do anything?
Man, since Daisy only punched, I feel like I can't continue on. But
Oh, but you can.
well, from a metagame perspective, I'll let you guys know that I think Marcus would kill them, but I'm also worried about how you guys would react to that.
I was gonna throw them off the bridge.
Well, no. Okay, so just Marcus, what do you do?
That's what my plan is.
I mean,
Marcus,
just
it's
so you
Marcus's
know,
turn. It's Marcus's turn, and you cracked him in. Hold on, you just cracked him in the face. Marcus goes.
I will walk calmly up to the leader. And I'd rather not be flanked.
I mean, are you pushing Daisy out of the way?
No.
Okay. This dude up here, he is like...
Yeah. I'll just say to her, you disrespected us the moment we walked in. I gave you an opportunity. I forgave your first mistake. There shall not be a second. And I'm just gonna attack her.
Okay. Yeah, make an attack roll. With advantage, because she's just not really able to defend herself.
Okay. It's a 6 plus 8, which is a 14 again. I'm going to use precision attack because I will not allow myself to miss this one. That's a 5, so that makes it a 7 or 19, right? Yeah, 19.
Yeah, you hit.
All right. Okay, that will be 14 slashing and 4 fire.
With Great Weapon Master?
Oh no, I didn't Great Weapon Master that one. I said it like after I had already thrown my dice, and I was like, I am not allowed to do that.
Okay, so that's 18 total then.
They were 5s too.
So yeah, you just slice across her arm. She's still there. I mean, she's starting to bleed, for sure. Besides the nose, but and she's just at this point like huddled down. A bit. I mean, you still go. We'll consider her prone at this point.
Okay, yeah, can we just say that I kind of like pushed her prone, just for?
Sure. Yeah, it's like execution style. She's like on her knees,
I'm not gonna execute.
Can I use my reaction to just put my hand on Marcus?
We'll let Marcus handle that.
Yeah, go for. I mean, sure. That's. And I'll just like look at the other guy.
He just, cowering. Straight fear. Like, just, please, I just do what I'm told. He just...
And I'll wink at
You wink at him? The Winterburn wink?
Yeah.
Oh, man. He's just like, okay. And we can drop out of combat if you guys want. I'm just saying...
I think I'm done combat-wise. I just want to say that my first attack, the goal for that was to just burn a nasty, long gash scar across that girl's face.
Accomplished.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like sizzling. It's like there's steaming because it's cold and the heat, everything.
Flame off.
Okay. It's actually kind of dark in here. There's a little bit of natural light coming in through the arrow slits, which actually kind of gets this like menacing looking effect because of that.
Do they do anything on their turn?
He just seems to somehow find his way into more of a corner than you thought possible. And she's just standing there.
I want to shoot a firebolt at her.
Okay. Okay.
That is a 24.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And that is 17 damage.
So she's got the scar now on the face. We'll say on her left side of the face because I'm imagining Marcus is right-handed. And now you singe like her shoulder, and like the flames just kind of like lick up, and now like her hair gets like burnt, and it starts to smell of like burnt hair, and she's like,
and then
she's
say,
like, we surrender. She just says,
traitors die. We gave you a chance for honor, and you chose death.
oh man.
I appealed to their honor, and this is what they chose.
Okay. She's gonna try and tumble forward to her swords then. We'll give you guys each a reaction because she's moving to grab her weapon, so she's moved.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go ahead, Josh.
If she's trying to grab her weapon, yeah.
I mean, you're just saying
attack.
you're executing her. She's she's gonna fight.
Yeah. I'd great weapon master that attack to you if I can.
Sure.
Right. Do I have advantage on that still?
I guess she technically is still prone. So yeah.
That's a 12, but I'm gonna use my second to last precision attack.
We're gonna have to long rest.
Oh God, that's 13. Oh my gosh!
Ching, just kind of hits into the ground without the flames, and she grabs it. We'll just go back into her turn, and she's going to take a swipe at Landor because he's right there, and that's a miss. It was a 10. Next attack is a 18. Which is now 10 more slashing damage. And she stands up. Landor, you go.
All right.
I think Daisy got skipped.
No, the vets go, then Landor goes. Daisy's next.
Well, you
I
said
thought
you would-
I thought
But I shot
Landor's
a
turn was the
firebolt at her.
firebolt.
Yeah, we kind of went back into combat at that point.
Oh, okay.
I'll shoot another firebolt at her.
Okay. It's at disadvantage since you're in melee.
Okay.
Or do you want Shocking Grasp? Don't you have Shocking Grasp?
I mean, I already rolled, so I feel like it would be unfair to switch it.
Okay.
It's 15.
That's
I mean,
15.
I mean, if
That would be your melee choice,
if,
though, no?
It would be, but if it's Shocking Grasp, it would be 18 because my first roll was a 10 and my second roll was a 7. But
Do you think Landor would use
Okay.
Shocking Grasp in melee instead of a Firebolt?
yes,
Then it's Shocking Grasp.
okay. That is 10 damage.
Just like, zap her with lightning, and she's like smoking and charred, and now, there's just a lot of burnt smell right here. And she looks like she's hanging on by just the smallest of threads, but she's still there.
On a side note,
Mhm.
and I don't know, was Marcus in a defensive stance? Because she hit me and he was in range of her.
That's a sentinel thing.
That's
I would
within
have to be
5
within
feet. I
5
think.
feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Okay.
Did you want to do anything
and then
else?
I want. No. I'll stand and look her in the face.
Okay. Daisy, you
glare
go.
at her.
Okay.
No more rage.
Okay. Can I move over one so there's flanking and oh my gosh, Daisy does not want to actually kill this person. Daisy is just gonna try and grapple her.
Okay. Make your grapple check or attack, strength attack roll with advantage.
Okay. My dice, like, loathe me tonight. Absolutely loathe me. Oh, much better. Okay. And that'd be athletics, right?
Mm-hmm.
21.
Yeah, you grab both of her arms, we'll say, like at the elbow kind of a thing. You kind of like get up there and you're like, I got you.
Gotcha. I don't even know what to say. I don't know. Daisy's just gonna hold her and
Okay.
not say anything.
All right. Marcus.
I take a look at the other guy in the back of the room and see if he's still cowering.
Oh, yeah, totally. Just, I'm not doing anything. He just says.
I'm gonna look to him and ask him, he's your leader. You follow her rule. What is your purpose? What did you all do together before you came here to this day? And what will you do going forward, should we let you live?
I would do as I'm told because I could make money and I'm decent at fighting sometimes, and I will change my ways. Unless you don't want me to. He's just really kind of...
I feel like he's not very intelligent.
Since we're still kind of in combat, are you just gonna converse with him?
This is a weird situation.
It's very strange. I stopped combat music. I don't even know what I'm doing.
I'll just kind of look at him and be like, "You stay there."
Okay.
And I'm gonna drop down two spaces. Look at homegirl.
Mm-hmm.
She's in a pretty bad state, assuming.
She looks like she is just like, I mean, there's just blood. She's like burnt. She's like, she's being held by a gnome. I mean, she's having a rough day. But her eyes meet yours, and there is just like she's not gonna quit. Like you do see that
she's got fire in her eyes.
She surrendered. You guys attacked her while surrendered multiple times. Why would she stop?
I asked if she had a fire in her eyes, not if she would stop.
It's there. It meets you. She's not. You don't see quit in her eyes.
I'll just say, and what of you?
She just spits in your face.
Oh, do I still have any turn left, or was that my whole turn talking?
For the sake of it, you could do what you'd like right now.
I'm gonna grab her from Daisy, open the door, and throw her off the edge if I can.
Yes. Let's just roll contested strength checks, but you have advantage. She has disadvantage because of her condition.
That is a 19.
Okay. So basically what I envision happening is, this is Sparta! And she just... You just see blood splatters in the snow below as she eventually tumbles past anything that you could see. And now you hear a little wind and kind of like this emptiness in the room, and you just kind of turn and look. He's just... Wait, please don't do that to me. Please. Oh God, please don't do that to me. Please don't do that to me.
I
What
take the
is your
bedroll that I have and I just kind of chuck it off the bridge too, like after her.
Sure, it just kind of unfolds a little bit weirdly in the wind and stuff like that, but yeah, absolutely.
I want to ask the guy what his name is.
Ooh, I know the answer to that. Hold on.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Oh man, guys.
He's his name. He says, my name is Jabal.
Jabal,
Yes.
you attacked us.
That's true. I'm so sorry. I'm so
But-
sorry.
Listen,
Okay.
but you stood down. You did not mock us. You did not disrespect us beforehand. I'm willing to say that you were following orders.
Absolutely, I was.
Jabal, I know your name. I know your face. If I hear of you doing anything disrespectful, not honorable, bothering any of the people of Phandalin or any other town, whether it's from here to Waterdeep, I will hunt you down. And what I will do to you will be much worse than what you saw here. You will live a good life. If you would like to keep fighting, if you're good at it, that's up to you. But do it for good.
And
Yes, sir.
remember,
Yes, sir.
it's worse than being cut open, burned, shocked, and then thrown off a cliff. Worse than that.
Make an intimidation check with advantage. Or actually, both of you just make the intimidation check, because I mean that was really.
22.
For me, that's a 13 for me.
You notice a little pea coming out.
I said 13 for me. I don't know if it. Oh, a little peak. I
Yeah.
thought you said. Sorry.
No. He got over 20. I mean, he's just he is freely flowing.
Daisy's just gonna like lean to the side so she's in his eye line so he can see her because she's got the little glowing red eyes. So she's gonna do this.
Yeah. He's like, so you saying I can go?
If you need to take time before you leave, you're welcome to that.
I can do
Otherwise, get on
whatever
your
you
horse
want.
and get on your horse and get the hell out of here.
Okay. And so he starts to like kind of slide up against the wall a little bit, like kind of like slowly to check if it's okay with you. You're not stopping him. He keeps doing it.
I'll pick up his sword and toss it to him.
Okay. He kind of like doesn't catch it. He lands and he picks it
This
up.
is not a test.
Okay. And he puts it in his scabbard. He picks
It
up
was
the
a
other one,
test.
puts it in his scabbard. And then he just like takes one step and then just starts to run away. And then you can't see him anymore. You hear
Are we
him.
gonna
I mean, you still
rest?
hear clank, 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 clank because he's in splint armor.
Yeah.
And then you hear, And if you're paying attention, you see him through the arrow slits on the horse. Just he's on his way.
I know that that may have seemed a little harsh, but we gave that person the opportunity to be honorable. We had no intention of attacking her, and she attacked us when we made it clear that our only goal was saving people. And that right there told me what kind of a person that she was. And then after two of her people gets killed, she wants to cowardly try to surrender, tells me that she's the type of person that would just stab you in the back the second that you turn around. You can't trust those people, and they are just the worst kind of scum because they pretend to be good as long as it suits them.
She is
I'm
not a
sorry.
leader.
I can't abide people like that.
You have nothing to apologize for. She put her people in harm's way, and when they died, she tried to cower. And I tried to give her a third or fourth chance. She spat in my face. No, that's... Who knows what she would have done if we let her leave, go back to town.
I do think that we might need to take a moment here and recollect ourselves before we continue on trying to find the dragon.
Yes, I agree.
Daisy's gonna run out to the bridge and she's gonna throw up.
Sure. Gnome chunks
she
fly
failed
through the breeze.
Yep. She failed her con save because
She probably did set her own DC on that, I bet.
Yep. It was high this time too. Alright. So yeah. Daisy will just wander back in.
Okay.
Alright. You know, I agree, but I still feel a little broken up about it.
You know, they execute people in towns, and I know that it may have seemed a little brutal, but to me, there's not a difference in this type of a situation. You know, sometimes you do have to just do what's right, and even if it's the tough thing to do.
Alright. Are we gonna... What time is it? Like, I know it took us a long time to travel here. Is it, like, nighttime? Like, should we go to sleep?
It's not quite sunset. You think if you did take a short rest, you might be kind of hitting that time?
I'll leave that up to you guys. I mean, we definitely need to rest before...
I mean, I feel like we need a short rest. I mean, unless you guys think it's a bad idea to attack at night, and you want to stay here or in the evening.
How about this? Does Marcus know whether dragons are nocturnal or morning people?
Roll a nature check.
I think that's an 11, but hold on one second. Yeah, it's an 11.
Okay. You're not sure one way or the other. I mean, you've seen it in the daytime twice.
Going back to its lair.
Do I know anything about dragons?
Yeah, both of you can roll if you want.
Whether I know or I don't know, I'm gonna say
What
dragons
type of check is
are
it?
nocturnal creatures.
Nature.
Nature? 20.
They're nocturnal. You said 20?
Yes.
You can't remember reading one way or the other. Or ever hearing one way or the other.
Instead of rolling for a nature check, could Daisy roll to remember when, like, the time of day that her village was attacked?
Sure. I don't think you need to roll for that.
Oh, okay. So what time was it?
It was daytime.
Okay.
2:30 p.m.
Yeah. It was
I
a
want to know the
Tuesday.
exact moment in time. So, even from my past experiences, I think they're most awake during the day. I mean, if we long rested now, we would wake up and it would be nighttime still. So it could be sleeping. That might be a great advantage. Also, Daisy wants to stick her head inside that fireplace.
Okay.
Like, as we're having the conversation, just like, well, I think...
Well, the only other thing
Seems
that
like a functional fireplace.
that I would want to be careful about is I don't want to give the dragon any more time to attack anybody, or if possible. I mean, we don't even know if the dragon's here or away right now, or
I think...
But the longer we take, the more of a chance that it could have to go attack the town. Not to say that we shouldn't prepare and be and go about this the right way, but just as an additional thought.
I think if we were to take a rest here, I think that we would hear it. We're close enough and it's a large enough creature that we would hear it if it tried to leave, and if we wanted to come out and make ourselves known, then we could do so. But it might be wise to open up a tiny hut and take a nap and find out. Maybe we'll catch it while it's sleeping 8 hours from now.
Can we do that? Can we do a tiny hut and take a long rest?
You tell me what you're doing, and then I'll tell you if it works. So is that what you guys are doing?
If we
Yes.
do take the long rest, can we take shifts to listen for the dragon? Because I definitely don't want to miss it if it is coming or going. Because I'm assuming we probably wouldn't hear it if it's like storming outside and we're all sleeping.
I mean, the winds are pretty heavy, so it's. I mean, if you're counting just on hearing, maybe, you know, I mean, having a visual might be good.
I mean, if we're gonna do a tiny hut, we could go outside right there, and I could just literally cast it right out there, and it would still be as comfortable as in here, and we could still see.
Landor, you're brilliant.
So are you kind of like in the doorway, kind of like one of these sections, kind of more or less?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the tiny hut indestructible?
Yes.
It is indestructible, yes.
All right. Well, can we also just do the tiny hut inside and look out that if we needed to?
And I'm not sure if I caught what you're asking. You want to put the hut in? You can put the hut inside if that's what you want to do.
Well, but the arrow slits, I'm saying, like, would we still just be able to see anything that we wanted to see just out of those?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just to give you a little visual. I mean, you guys see this here, you know, this whole thing, and you know, just like this, like ice, this massive ice wall kind of surrounding it. It's almost the same size as the fortress itself.
I think the only advantage to doing it like half. How big is the hut? Like, can you show us like a radius?
It's a
of
10-foot radius.
Can show you.
He's gonna do it again.
So yeah, like if you did it like this,
so
that would be 10 feet.
So thinking if we do that, the
Wherever you
only
put that.
advantage is that we could see up. With the arrow slits, we can only see like directly out where it is.
Yeah.
So if we do
I
it
feel like
inside
where you
and
just had
outside,
it.
I just don't want us to be seen, but
well,
I
he
mean,
can make it any color.
That's true. I mean, I could make it kind of whitish.
camouflage it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that works for me. We also don't. I mean, I'll get everything back on a short too. So that's.
I only used one spell slot, so I'm not. I don't think I'll have enough turns to go through all of my spell slots. I mean, I could possibly, but something tells me if we go that many turns, it's not going to be good.
Well, I'm just thinking like we don't know what's gonna happen. We want to be at 100% when we come at it.
Okay.
But if you guys aren't worried about it, then I won't worry about it. You know, I trust your capabilities.
Well, I think literally the only thing we would be down is one spell slot.
Did any of us get hit?
Everything else we would recover on a short rest, I think, except for your rage. You still have 2 rages left, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Personally, I say short rest and let's go.
All right, well, that's fine with me.
Yeah, I'm good for that as well. Do we still want to do the tiny hut?
No, if we're doing a short rest, we can just pay attention and then hit die, and don't forget your Song of Rest, your D6 for that, if you're using hit die. I mean, not that Daisy took any damage, but
Yeah, actually, Daisy's not gonna short rest. She's gonna, like, look around the area that they've already explored, stick her head in the other fireplace, go through people's bedrolls that I'm assuming they left with all their supplies, say hi to all the horses.
Yeah, for the most for the most part, you just see like personal effects and like survival supplies. So you see, like you said, the bedrolls, some food and rations, those kinds of things, blankets, and whatnot.
Daisy will gather all that up and bring it to them.
Okay.
Cool. Just like I don't know why, but I just imagined Daisy as a cat bringing us a dead mouse, just like
look what I got for you.
did you get back to full health, Marcus?
Yeah, I'm back to full. Sorry, I just assumed you.
Okay. No, you're fine.
So we'll say a short rest goes by uneventfully. And as that happens, you see the sun sets. And you see from... Let's see, so this is kind of north, so... from this side of the... of this, you see like the light on the fortress itself here. Going from kind of regular light to kind of a little more yellow, orange, and then kind of just as you're starting to feel like you're ready to move on, dusk has hit. And the sun has gone down. And the moon has gone up. And long ago somebody left with the... Never
mind. As we're like sitting
piece of cake, right?
And like reflecting. As we're like sitting and seeing the sun go down and kind of the light fade from the keep, do you think we should wait for the morning and when there's more light? I definitely don't want to go in there with a disadvantage.
I mean, what kind of light situation are we talking right now? Would it be considered dim light conditions or no light conditions, or?
I would say at the very least, kind of right as the sun has set, it's still sort of dim light. Yeah, I mean there's moonlight, so that would count, but certainly not great.
I was gonna say, can we peek out the arrow slots to look across the way? Does it look like it's like unnaturally glowing or anything like that?
No, from what you can tell, there's no light source emanating from any point in the fortress. It seems not just cold in temperature, but cold even in just the light tint that's there. It's just very, especially now that the sun is going down, you're kind of losing your ability to see color. But there's nothing that seems to be glowing.
That'll be up to you, Marcus, as I know that you're the one that's the most affected by light. And I feel like there's going to be enough light that I know that me and Daisy could probably see well enough, to not be negatively impacted. I don't know if you feel like it's going to negatively impact you that much, then we can wait for daybreak if you'd like.
Well, I could create a little bit of light with my glaive, but I won't lie, I am a bit worried about it. We don't really know what the situation is in there. It could be a massive room, and if it's pitch black, even you and Daisy would have trouble seeing, depending on how large the room is and how far away
Daisy, you would know that From everything you've noticed, dragons are not affected at all from darkness. Like they're fine in any condition of light that you've seen.
These cursed dragons, they're just so well adept at everything. I know they don't really have any trouble seeing in the dark. It might be wise for us to wait until all of us are able to see very clearly.
Okay, we can wait till the sun comes up in the morning.
So are we gonna long rest then?
I think we are.
I guess so.
Okay.
It feels like a 15-minute adventuring day, but at the same time.
So you are then, I guess, tiny hutting it?
Yes.
Okay. And, from what you can tell, the sun comes up just as you would expect it to. And even though it's kind of neat because you see the sun come up behind the fortress, so it still seems to cast this like looming shadow on the gatehouse building that you're staying in. So it's definitely got like that kind of a feel to it, but the ice around the top of it actually kind of gets this like glinty, glistening look. It's actually kind of pretty.
Before we actually go to sleep the night before, can I wanna talk to Landor and Marcus for like a moment.
Okay.
Please.
So I wanted to let you both know I actually remember a lot more from when I was on the other side, and I wanted to let you guys know that I'm going into this battle wielding my fear, in that I'm not going to let it rule my decisions. I don't want you guys to have to worry about whether or not I'll know to act. I know that I would give my life for you, and that means also being here to protect you, in the sense that I would give my life to serve both of you to keep you safe.
Thank you, Daisy. I would do the same for you.
Same.
You both are family. We fought together, we've bled. Some of us have died together momentarily. And I know dragons are, especially icy dragons, a very difficult spot for you. And I thank you for what you said and your actions. I know that you have power over your mind. And with that, you will find strength.
And just know that no matter what, we always have you. Even if you were unable to fight, we wouldn't think any less of you. You know, no matter what, you're our Daisy.
I'm ready for this.
Just while we're long resting, can I study Charm Person?
Sure. Yes. Absolutely.
Oh man, my dude.
I know I zoomed over that long rest, but yes.
Oh,
Well,
every chance I can get,
while Landor is studying, I'm gonna talk to Marcus. Marcus, do you think that children who have dark vision, when they're growing up, when it's nighttime, do you think they go colorblind? Like, do you think that they think that they go colorblind at night?
Well, I'm not a child who had dark vision. You at one point were a child who had dark vision. So, Daisy, do you think that children with dark vision think that they go colorblind at night?
Well, my grandfather always told me that I was a little bit of quick-witted, so I didn't think that. But now I'm wondering, Landor.
What? I may have overheard that, but I mean, I may have wondered what was going on, but
Okay, I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Okay.
I thought I was the only one, and I think I still might be the only one. So I'll just be over here studying my book. Because what you didn't realize is I kind of like perked up because I thought somebody else thought that when they were a kid, and then when I realized that you said that you were quick-witted and that you didn't, I kind of like slumped back down, and then you asked me.
Back to what Daisy was saying before, too. I'll just kind of like put my hand on your shoulder and just say, Daisy, it's not death that a man should fear, but or a woman, they should fear never beginning to live. And gods, even the past month, we've lived more than most time. I think we're gonna do just fine.
Thank you, Marcus. I agree.
Okay, so is it okay to go to the morning?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So you just remember the
Sorry, I
description.
was just writing in my book of quotes for Marcus Winterburn.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. If you need a book of quotes from Marcus Winterburn, I recommend Meditations by Marcus Aurelius.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I heard him Googling that while you were going.
Actually, that's not. Yeah, well.
Anyways, so like I said, if you could just think back to the description I gave you with the ice kind of glinting, almost giving this like this empty beauty that's sort of staring back at you, even though there's just seemingly no movement other than wind.
I'll look
what
to
do
my
you want?
friends.
I want to go across the bridge and go to that door.
Whoa, wait, whoa. That guy.
No, he said it. He said it.
Yeah.
As we're like getting ready in the morning, I'm gonna take out that bottle of Dragonfire and the cork, and just say, my friends, we've been through a lot together. I know we already spoke a little bit about this last night, but right now we are about to face the biggest threat we've ever faced before. So I would just like to say that a man's worth is no greater than the worth of his ambitions, and we are very ambitious. What we do now echoes in eternity. Let's go kill a dragon, and I'll take a little shot of it, and I'll pass the bottle to the rest of them.
I take a little shot also.
Dave will take. Oh.
And I say, and in this life or the next, and then I pass it on.
Daisy will take a big old swig, and after she drinks it, she'll go, "Ooh, puts a fire in my heart and some warmth in my belly.
All right, so Landor opens the door.
Yep. And as I'm starting to go that way, I'm casting mage armor on myself.
Fair enough. Good point.
Oh,
So yeah, give me a marching
Correct.
order, I guess.
I want to go first.
Okay.
I meant to discuss tactics yesterday too. Landor, do you want the potion?
I have the potion of cold resistance.
No, I know that. Do you want the filter?
Oh, at least I have it in my inventory. I don't know if I'm supposed to or not, but
Oh no, you can. Yeah, take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Seems like a bard
I,
thing to carry.
I have the filter of love.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to go up to that door, the door across the way.
Okay.
I want to oil the hinges if I can.
Well, just give me a marching order first. I know that's what you want to hear.
I'll
but...
be right behind.
Okay. So as you get to about here or so, you hear this great crash. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Bricks.
No.
And you all die because of a trap.
Yeah.
The end.
So mounted to the fortress wall, just north of the door up here, is an iron bell with a short and rusty chain dangling from it. But you do notice that the door actually is just kind of open, maybe like 2 feet or so. Like you can't see through it yet, but it's just not shut.
We should have interrogated them. We don't know what they knew. All right.
Going up to the door.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, I'll follow.
Okay.
Can I look through? Like, can I sneakily peek through the door?
Sure. It's you just see a very narrow thing like this. Just, there's arrow slit here and an arrow slit up here and a door in front of you.
All right, I want to enter the room.
Okay. I'm assuming you guys are following, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, up here you see like a hallway that seems to extend. You actually have a little bit of light that kind of... Pay no attention to that. You see like an is it octagonal? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, like an octagonal shaped like tower structure there. And then here see another thing with another arrow slits that look they would head that way.
Are there hinges I can oil in the door in front of me?
Sure.
I want to oil the hinges and then I want to stealthily open the door.
Sure. The door does not squeak.
Yeah.
I turn and I give Daisy a thumbs up.
Yeah, double. When Daisy passes through the hallway, can she just look up to see if there's anything on the ceiling?
Yeah, there's nothing in there. I mean, it's just, just stone that's cold, that seems very undisturbed.
And
And I'm just gonna move this.
Yes.
There's a secret door there. There's a secret door right there. It's just so obnoxious. And so we'll say it's a regular door, and a regular door here.
Is there a door in front of us, or is that just a wall?
Just a wall.
Or okay.
Let's see. Let me just read the description here. We got shields, weapons, and tapestries once festooned the walls here. But you see destroyed decor all around. You see a dozen humanoid skeletons in rusty armor lay there scattered amidst the debris. Painted on the stone floor is a 10-foot diameter shield-shaped crest that features a black tower being struck by a golden bolt of lightning. And I have all of you roll history checks.
That's a 8 for me.
It's an 8 for me as well.
6.
You're not sure if that doesn't have any like significance for you.
Can I look in the fireplace?
You sure can, and you do that, and you look up, and actually, what you see appears to be almost like you look through, and obviously it narrows, but as you look up through it, you kind of see. If you could imagine, like if you were a kid or adult, whatever, and you're underneath the water and you just kind of look and you see the top of like something, it just looks almost like there's some, just got this like this shimmery, it's faint, but it's like shimmery.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's past the thing, and you would say I could maybe a good 30 feet, as much as the chimney goes. Extends past your sight.
Mm-hmm. We never cleared the chimneys in Axe Home. Everyone's gonna die of smoke inhalation.
Okay.
There was the one that was clear.
There's a couple.
All right. Anyways,
So, open the door below us.
All right.
Is this room sealed? Like, is there a roof to it?
Yes. Yeah.
Or is
There's
it
nothing
broken?
collapsed or
Okay.
anything.
Okay.
are there any balconies?
No balconies. But I don't blame you for asking. Okay, so you said you opened that door. And apparently you see the other secret door right away. We'll just say it's a
Let's just
regular
say
door.
my passive perception catches it.
Yeah, we'll say it's just a regular door.
Do I hear anything?
Make a perception check.
8.
No, I mean there's some. You hear wind whipping in from, because the doors are open and everything, and there's arrow slits and everything. So there's definitely that. In that regard, it actually is somewhat loud, I guess, but it's not like. It's not so loud that you can't like hear each other talk or anything like that.
Can I open the door to the bottom right there?
Down here?
Yes.
Okay.
Make a deck save.
Oh no.
You see. What looks like. Okay. You see a bunch of like smashed furnishings, including a long wooden dining table and a dozen wooden chairs. You see looks like 2 chandeliers that have been pulled up from the ceiling and just crashed into it. And then lying in the sooty fireplace is a stuffed and mounted head of a large white wolf with glassy blue eyes. Kind of just there. I mean, it's not like destroyed or burnt in that way, but whatever did its thing here was kind of trashing the place.
Do I see any marks that I would recognize of what looks like it might have trashed the place? Like any
would say-
footprints, claw marks, anything
Sure.
that might...
Let's say roll an investigation check.
19.
19. So you definitely can tell whoever did this quite some time ago. There's a nice layer of dust. There's you don't think anything like natural did it, as like anything that might have done this was probably like weaponry. It's not like you see like claws or bite marks or anything like that.
We also did know that the orc stayed here, where at least I think I had said that was my conclusion. I don't remember if you confirmed.
I forget exactly, but yeah, orcs drove out the people that were once stationed here.
Can I go through the door to the left?
Marcus, do you know of any other houses that had a wolf as their, I don't know, emblem? I don't know what the right word is.
I
Sigil?
Crest.
point my ring in her face, and she sees a wolf's head with flanked by 2 howling wolves on each of its side.
Marcus, I meant any other home. I mean, do you was the House of Winterburn stationed here? Is this one of your territories or lands?
No, we've never come this far before. Our lands are hold near the spine of the world.
Very far north compared to here.
Yeah. I'm not very familiar with this one. I know there are other houses that have used sigil. I was just gonna say this one seems to be a black tower with a lightning bolt.
So this appears to be kind of like just a trashed kitchen. You see down here the fireplaces look like they're designed and set up for cooking. See a couple of doors up here. And then you just hear a cold, this is a very cold breeze comes down from these fireplaces.
Anything of note that I noticed in the room other than that?
I can't say that you do.
Okay. I guess we'll go through the door up above.
Okay, there's 2 of them. There's
The
one
on the
here
left,
and
if
then
it
one in
makes a difference.
front of Marcus. It's up to you guys.
The one on the left first. Surprise. It's a pantry.
Actually,
Is it a pantry?
it is actually literally H15 pantry is what it says. So well done. Anyway.
I am picking
There
the
you go.
worst doors. Taking the long way.
Yeah, you see,
Taking the long way
smashed
around.
shelves, broken barrels, torn sacks, other, things laying about. Amid it, you see skeletal remains of a male humanoid clad in a rusty breastplate. And that's kind of it.
Does he have any effects on him?
Just really, he's just in armor. I mean, and it's all kind of rusted, nothing worth really salvaging.
Well, in terms of like any amulets or rings or anything that
No.
might, okay.
Just a commoner.
Go through the door that Marcus is in front of.
Yep. So you see.
Are you sure you want to lead? Or would you like me or Daisy to?
I don't mind leading. I mean, if you think it's a bad idea, you can go if you'd really like.
Are you opening this door, or are you continuing? You just see this is like a goes that way.
Yeah, I'll open the door.
Okay. In here, you see weapon racks that are smashed on the floor, and the remains of wooden mannequins and rusty hooks on the walls that you would imagine probably like would hold up armor and things like that. Seems trash, similarly to the rest of the places here in the fort.
For going forward here, I would like to stealth.
Okay. Are you separating from the group?
Yes, I'll have them hold here for just a moment.
Okay.
Hold here until I motion you guys to come forward. I just want to scout ahead just a little bit.
Roger,
Okay.
Roger.
Go ahead and roll stealth check.
21.
Okay. You come up here. The door is right there. You see stairs ascending and some smashed wall stuffs. And you see some natural light. Oops. Coming in from this area here. Looks like some arrow slits and stuff kind of showing some.
I want to sneak into that room.
Going this
or at
way?
least poke my head around. Even
Sure.
even if I just like look into the room, like I don't necessarily have to go fully into it. But
Yeah. I gotcha. Does reveal the rest of it for you. Another secret door. What? This looks like best way to say this. This looks like just a filthy room. Furnishings look like they've been kind of burnt, like there's just a ton of ash in the fireplace. It looks like, if you were to guess, maybe the orcs used to kind of just hang out here and live here. Like you see, not really, like I guess kind of like bedrolls that orcs would use. It just looks like it hasn't been cleaned. It looks like very just dirty. Very dirty. And then to your left here, it just looks like part of the fortress is like broken. And here, and it heads out. You hear wind, and it's like a really cool breeze kind of coming through.
now, were those stairs going up,
Yes, they were ascending.
or were they going down? Okay, all right. I want to go back to them and say we probably should go up these stairs here, because I'm assuming that we're gonna need to go up and to the top, or out into some sort of courtyard, and I would think that would be where the dragon would be. And I want to go up the stairs. And
Are they following you?
I want to say yes. I think you guys should follow me now. I mean,
will
if you kind of
absolutely.
want to like stay a little bit farther down the stairs, but at least a little bit closer as I'm going to a second level.
Sure. I want to
And-
open that door to our right, just peek my head in.
Okay.
In the interest of clearing the map.
Yeah. Okay. So here in this room is. You see skeletons scattered about the room that appear to be. Let's see, 3 humanoid skeletons in rusty suits of chainmail lie on the floor near rusty longswords. There's a 4th humanoid skeleton in rusty plate armor, slumped in a chair that faces the fireplace. A steel goblet lies on the floor between the legs of the chair. In the middle of the room stands a sturdy oak table. And it looks like there are, You know, in I'm trying to think, in Skyrim, was it what's like the first city you go to there? Or actually all the cities, they have like those battle, like the map with like the battle things. You can see the flags, whether you're on the Stormcloaks or the Empire. It's that kind of a thing. Like it looks like there's a map and like battle plans and stuff like that. There's tiny carved wooden figures of soldiers strewn about, and the map looks like it's been kind of ripped and torn and that kind of thing. This looks like it may have been some kind of like a command center.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to see. I don't think I would really do anything with that.
Okay. Gonna go ahead and set some stuff up here.
Oh.
Have you guys noticed there's no bathrooms in this place?
So what's the marching order?
I was
Still
still
Landor
in the
first,
lead.
right? Yeah.
I feel like I should drink the potion of flying now.
Maybe you should. So as you creep up the stairs, it seems pretty quiet. And then you see arrow slits here as you come through. I don't want to assume anything you do.
What's above? Is it ceiling? Like, are we still inside, or is this like going up on top of like onto the top of?
Good question. Yes, actually, this is where you're currently standing has a ceiling, but this is outdoors, or feels like it anyways. But it's a little. It's Yeah, it should be outside. But the air currents doesn't feel like there's something hitting you in the face immediately.
Okay. Well, I would like to kind of like motion for them to kind of like stay there, and I want to like, I want to sneak out.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
23.
Okay. So yes, here you step out and then you look up, and I would say up 50 feet or so, you see just like an ice-covered ceiling, like a roof almost, that seems to like encase this. Like you could tell this is where this is supposed to be exposed to the elements, and there's just this like encasing of ice around it. You look this way, and you see, just this icy casing, which seems to kind of have frosted over the arrow slits. Even though there is light coming through them, it's not as easy to look through. You see down here, these are open arrow slits, but you can see that the wall that's around the roof appears to be kind of broken and open. You see like what looks like maybe chimney stacks here. And then, let's see. You see another chimney stack. You see another broken roof. And then in the corner over here, you see a familiar looking creature that seems to just be kind of up against the wall, kind of just stretching and just kind of, doing its thing. And it's like just icy blue eyes, kind of just seem to just be kind of scanning about the area. And they don't seem to meet yours though. And I think at that point right there, we're going to end the episode. And you'll have to tune in next week to see what the pumped up kids do with the white dragon that stands before them.